For the champions, stand up, stand up, stand up. For the champions, stand up. For the champions, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. For the champions, stand up. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just life, that's how it is. 'Cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions. Stand up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself up. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up.
We don't play, yeah, we're ready for war. The power is taking over. Need the glory coming back for more. Oh, we got this. Oh, we can't be beat. Oh, we got this. Watch and see. We'll be victorious. We'll be victorious. Ready for the battle, ready for the pain. Only ones alive that can walk through the flames. We'll be victorious. We'll be victorious. Coming for the kingdom, coming for the crown. Nothing alive that can stop us now. We'll be victorious. Victorious. Fury inside us, fired up, got our eye on the prize. Stone cold, pushing forward. All we know is do or die. Oh, so savage. Oh, got fighter's blood. Oh, so savage. We can't be touched. We'll be victorious. We'll be victorious. Ready for the battle, ready for the pain. Only ones alive
your smiles. I know what it takes to fool this town. I'll do it till the sun goes down and all through the night time. Oh yeah, I'll tell you what you wanna hear. Keep my sunglasses on while I shed a tear. It's never the right time. Yeah. I put my arm around, show you how strong I am. I put my arm around, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I'm a Porsche with no brakes. I'm invincible. Yeah, I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. Break down, only alone I will cry out now. You'll never see what's hiding out deep down. Yeah. I know, I've heard that to let your feelings show is the only way to make friendships grow, but I'm too afraid now. Yeah. I put my arm around, show you how strong I am. I put my arm around, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I'm a Porsche with no brakes. I'm invincible. Yeah, I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. I put my arm around, show you how strong I am. I put my arm around, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I'm a Porsche with no brakes. I'm invincible. Yeah, I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable. things have their
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Are you guys excited for the day today? Yeah, much better. Hi, guys, everybody. Hi, everybody. How are you guys feeling? How are you? So I'm personally so very excited, and may I get to know who here is excited and ready for day 2? We still have got a few minutes to go. And as usual, we'll give it another 5 minutes, but at least right now with these 8 minutes that we have already shared the YouTube link just in case this is gonna get full. So you need to share it with your team just in case they were not gonna get the opportunity to be joining on the Zoom. But yeah, I mean, let me get the fires in there. Let me get to see who is here and is ready to learn. As usual, maybe you're new, maybe you did not attend yesterday. I know some people did not attend yesterday. They were not, in a position to be able to attend. But is it your first time to attend? Right, yes, if today is your day 1. And we do have got a recording that is already ready, and I think it's already circulating for yesterday's session that we had. Very, very powerful session. And I can tell you, if you did not attend yesterday, I'm highly recommending that you do attend, or rather get your time and sit down and really with a notebook and a pen for you to be able to learn from that. So get the recording, and yeah, and let's do this. Now, I can be able to also unmute a few people if you want to share 1 or 2 things that you have learned yesterday. Today is the opportunity to be able to speak in front of people from different nationalities. And you can even put that on your story when you're talking to your prospect. Like, you know what? Beginning of this year, I had an opportunity to speak to over 300 people. I mean, guys, creating a story. If you remember what leader Miriama yesterday said, she said you need to be able to learn how to share your story. And your story is an accumulation of small things. And even today, if you're gonna say, I'm gonna share today just what I learned, even if it's gonna be for a minute, still you have been heard by 300 people. You understand that I already joined this meeting up until now. I don't know how many people have joined on YouTube right now, but maybe someone can check and then let me know. But yeah, you can be able to raise your hands on the chat, or yeah, like just raise your hand. You know where to raise your hand, right? Just raise your hand. I'll be able to unmute you. And yeah, you can tell us, what did you learn yesterday before we kickstart on day 2? And I will tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the CEOs of your own organizations that you have decided to join this meeting today. Today is that day that the grand, like a day that you're going to get the right direction to be able to, to know where you're going to go when it comes to your business. Okay. So please, yeah, whoever that wants to share, what did you learn? Or maybe you can even type in there, type in there as we're giving an opportunity for people that are a bit late and that are struggling with network or something, and yeah. So type in there what you learned, and maybe also share with us where are you listening this session from? Maybe which country are you coming from? I'm speaking to you from South Africa in Johannesburg. And today it has been raining a bit, quite an amazing Sunday. Well, we were told yesterday to say, I'm saying, I cooked, what is this? Sticky wings and some broccoli and rice for my family. It was just an amazing afternoon. Yeah. Where are you listening this session from? I can see people from Denmark. Oh, nice. Randback, Netherlands. Perfect. Rwanda, Zambia, Kenya, Dar es Salaam. That's good. Uganda, KZN, Nigeria. That's very good. And I can see we are flocking in right now. We'll still have got about 5 minutes. Whoever that wants to use this opportunity this evening to be able to inspire us, to be able to tell us why, what did you learn from the session yesterday? Or maybe what are your expectations for today? You can use this opportunity to speak to a lot of people today. Okay, who is it that is going to say, you know what? And as I always say, there's nothing that creates leaders more than public speaking. Oh, well, I can also use this opportunity, guys, to be able to once again thank our amazing leader, Wilbert. He has been an amazing host and co-host. and he has been like making sure that we are sorted when it comes to technology. We are connected from all over, and so please put your fires in for Wilbert for me. I appreciate it. I know most of you know Wilbert. And yeah, I can see both strategies to social media marketing, and how to recruit. Giva, it's so nice to see you. That's good. I'm happy to see you, my leader. And how to manage my finances. That was a very, very good topic yesterday. How to manage your finances. Yes, put your flowers in. I mean, Wilbert deserves flowers, guys. He does. Recruitment and how to build a business. So as you know that this session is to give you the guidance of what you're supposed to do, and that is also learning, like where can you start? And when it comes to skills, which skills are you supposed to focus on in learning, making sure that you're going to have an amazing 2025. And so yes, you will have a lot of work on your own or with your team or with your leaders to be able to keep on learning day in, day out, day in, day out. This is not enough. It'll just give you that kickstart. We did not want people to keep on sleeping, thinking that it's still New Year. It's not New Year anymore. Today is the 5th of the month. In the next 2 days, we'll be ending the first week of the month. Okay. How to brand yourself. Okay. Zetu from Port Elizabeth. Thank you so much for joining in, guys. Okay. Stop the bullshit, stop the lies. Yes. Yeah. Okay, perfect. We're starting in a minute. And just like that, we are kickstarting day 2 of our Kickstart 2025. And after today, ladies and gentlemen, it will just be work. And let me just give you an opportunity to be able to recap what we learned yesterday for people that were not here, but also to just bring a whole flow from yesterday to today. And I'm so very excited. I've already prayed for myself, for the speakers. I've prayed for you that is here in this meeting, for you to be able to get what you want to get and what you, sorry, 1 minute. Oh, it's already recorded. Perfect. Okay. Okay, yeah. So for you to be able to get what really God wants you to get and to realize your goals for 2025, because honestly, and I mean, it's not about just years passing by, but also our age, like we keep on living every day. And that means, the more we actually grow older, the more we get the worries of, I wish I would have been further, so I love forever because it gives you that opportunity, that, it's a vehicle that, you can use to get yourself to where you want to go. And 100% it has been able to deliver to other people. And so yesterday we started the session by what I shared, how you can be able to reset and give yourself another opportunity like this year and all that. And then we had an amazing leader who came and shared with us how you can be able to set your goals and making sure that your goals are actually achievable. And she will come today as well. And we're gonna be able to set the goals together here in this meeting, and that will be our first speaker. Okay, and so it was a lot. I'm not gonna go through it, but just how and how you can be able to use forever to get to where you want to go, like the marketing plan, the potential that we have, what you can be able to do, the incentive that we have, what you need to do, like from 5cc's, like and all the big things like forever to drive, the incentive that we have, the gem bonus, the global rally, up to GLT. And we even had a GLT yesterday, Hams herself being a GLT, some years back, and so the potential that we have when it comes to finances and when it comes to our income and financial growth in forever is really amazing. And you can be able to actually use it. And how you can be able to create, goals, and which goals should you create? The physical goals, how you can, like the healthy goals, the mindset, spiritual, relationship, financial goals. So she's gonna get through us today again a bit of that, and how to make sure that your goals are actually smart. And she shared with us this, and I remember doing this some years back myself. I think last year I did not do it, and up until now, honest, I'm gonna confess, okay, I should stop the lies, okay, I've not done my dream board as this, okay, but I have a board, and I've got a few, pictures here and there, GLT being one of them and all that, Diamond Sapphire being one of them. Mostly is actually business goals. And I've also been able to highlight even how many managers, which managers, and all that, but I've not done this as this, So I'm gonna ask if we can be able to sit down, after this session. Well, today we'll write them down, and then if you can be able to get the pictures of what we want, I think it will be very, very powerful. I did this activity for the first time in 2012. And I will tell you, I used to hear this and I never did anything out of that. And when I did it, that year I achieved about 90% of my goals for the first time. And so putting your goals in pictures is crucial. But I love this one, how you can be able to break down your year. And I've listened to this book. I've not read it, but I've listened it because there's an audio of it on YouTube. So you can start with an audio, but I'm personally going to get this book as soon as tomorrow, as soon as tomorrow. Today I couldn't go out, but I said I'm going to get this book, and this is going to be one of my first books to read in 2025. And so I highly recommend that you also do it so that you can be able to, just not wait and not track your goals and all that. And then we had Miriam Nepando, and this lady, last year in January, she started the year sometime like this. She closed this month in January last year with 30cc's. Okay. By the time we are closing the month last month, she was already at 200 case credits a month qualifier. She did a car plan. She was also a recognized manager. Can you imagine that? From being a recognized manager, she is now a car plan qualifier, 200cc's qualifier. She is, closing her ego right now. She has traveled the world. So she shared with us how you can be able to, get yourself up from being, from hitting your rock bottom. And some of us have been there, have been to the rock bottom quite a number of times. She insisted on how and why your story is very powerful. And so creating your story and embrace your story. You understand? And of course, she shared a bit of activities when it comes to retailing, when it comes to recruitment. She also shared something very important. She said it as a by the way, and I remember very well. She spoke about, as an FBO, making sure, and the importance of making sure that you're reading the company policy. Reading the company policy. So if there's something that I'm also insisting from her talk, that is one of them. Personal development. And, collaborate with others, because your team will be listening to you, but having other people from another teams and other leaders to help you in building your business. And well, do the work. Don't complain, don't start blaming people when things are not happening, and take responsibility. Expand your business beyond borders, attend trainings and all that. Like, don't celebrate too long. I love this one because you're already starting a new year, and maybe you had an amazing 2024, but this is a whole new year. We also had our personal finance coach, Edmond, and we spoke about the finances and how you can be able to make sure that you're increasing your income, but making sure that forever is actually your primary income. You can have other jobs and all that, but the fact that you join Forever, understand Forever Living. Okay, because the reason why you join Forever is because you know that whatever you are doing extra is not giving you what Forever can actually give you, But on top of that, like it's a business you can 100% trust. You understand? So use Forever as a vehicle to take you to where you want to go. And of course, he shared a lot, guys, a lot. And how you can track your expenses, making sure that you have emergency funds. You understand? Why is it important? Making sure that we get ourselves out of debt. and how in business, in our forever business, you can find yourself in debt. Like, people that are not, you're not working your business throughout the month. And then end of the month, you are now trying to buy 4cc. When if you are done your business day in, day out, you're not supposed to buy 4cc end of the month. And that is why probably people are getting into debt. Maybe also, because you're not doing your 4cc on time, your team is not doing their 4cc on time, your CCs are low, and end of the time, you're like, oh, I've not finished my chairman's bonus and it's too close. Now let me go get a debt. I need to buy my CC for chairman's bonus. As much as it's important, but then, building your business daily and weekly and tracking it will help you, minimize the amount of CCs people are buying. You understand? So he talked a lot on how you can be able to build the business right, how to build wealth, that you're getting your monthly bonuses every single month. But then, it's good that, yes, there will be month in, month out bonuses coming from forever. But how can you be able to maximize and make sure that you have got other sources of income, that are coming from forever, that are going to be passive? You understand? Compound interest and all that. Like, there's so much you can do rather than just saving money, which you also talk about saving money. Personally, I made a lot of mistakes when it comes to finances. But as I said yesterday, this year is our new year where we're going to get a whole new, it's a whole new opportunity to be able to rectify our mistakes. And this is very important also. I mean, I love this one. If you can afford it, it doesn't mean that you should buy. The thing that you're buying too early, just because there's a bit of increase of income. But in actual sense, you're supposed to start build the wealth before going to do things that we actually feel like we want, delayed gratification. You understand? And then we had counter. This was incredible. That was an incredible chat. We have had videos that are circulating. She did not have slides, but I'm gonna share just a bit of what I learned from her. But one thing that really was amazing for me is the fact that she moved, she did in 2020, she did only 300 cases to the whole year. In fact, she missed 12cc in January. And then come end of the year, she was only at 300. But that year, she recruited 28 people. From the 28 people she recruited that year, next year, she kept on recruiting. And then next year, she did 3,000 case credits, over 3,000 case credits. So that is from 300 to 3,000 in 1 year, 10 times the business. And that told me that regardless of where we were in 2024, 2025, guys, everybody can 10 times their business. And then in 2022, she became a GLT. Someone that did 300 to GLT on the third year. That was incredible. But one thing that I loved is the fact that, this Kickstart is giving you all of it. Like she told us how, she's authentic in such a way, like you can feel like, I needed this. Like someone is pressing, and you're like, oh my God, I needed this talk. Like it was purely a straight talk. Okay. And she spoke about the mindset on how you can be able to recruit, because she's number 2 recruit. The mindset is that she doesn't beg people, she doesn't babysit people, and the most important thing is to know how to ask the right questions. Learn how to ask the right questions. And she has this mentality that people are actually lucky enough for her to get to know them and not otherwise, like it's not about your prospects, thinking that you're convincing them. No, it's actually her or us, me. Like, do I like you enough to be able to share with you an opportunity? I loved that. And stop the lies, guys. I mean, just write stop the lies in there. If you were there yesterday, stop the lies, stop the bullshit. I know we'll run with this the whole year. Every time you're finding yourself, not in this, you're not disciplined, tell yourself, stop the lies, stop the lies. And if you tested the money in forever, never quit, never quit. But they have a system, and she's going to share with us, and we'll be able to create something out of that. But she said one more thing. If you want to be successful in this business, you have to be obsessed. You have to be obsessed if you want to be big. If you want to be just normal, normal systems, then that's fine. But you have to be obsessed. Now, allow me at this particular time to have this amazing leader back, where we can be able to write our goals together. Okay, it's already 10 minutes past. 16 minutes past, but we're going to use another 20 minutes where we're going to sit down and write the goals like now. So I hope you also, I did not remind people to come with the notebooks, but I hope you have your notebook and your pen, because we're gonna do the goal setting session right now here with us right now with Dr. Elizabeth. Dr. Elizabeth, over to you. Leah?
All right.
I can
Thank you
video,
so
yeah.
much, Veronica. Amazing people. Good evening from wherever you're listening to me from. Thank you again, Veronica, for having me. And oh my God, yesterday was amazing, incredibly awesome. And it's amazing to see 500 of us already here. And still we can continue to pass the word, because today, again, it's going to be mind blowing. And you don't want anybody from your team to miss this amazing kickstarts for their year. So again, my task today is very, very simple. And like we have spoken a lot yesterday about goals, the power of goals, the power of using a vision to be able to create what it is that you want to see in your life. Now, today, we are not going to be talking much. And I'm here just to do the very simple and very important task to help you do the work. Because, things we just speak about, and then you end up at the end of the day, you close the notebook and just go out with it. You don't do them. They're not going to help you. And this event is meant to help you transform your life. So we want to take this time with you to make sure that we are actually doing this session together. And I can tell you, I've been in the business for 15 years plus now. And one of the biggest ways, one of the biggest reasons why we have been able to achieve all that we have achieved, where we have been able to transition our lives the way that we have transitioned them, it's because of embracing goal setting. And I remember ever since in 2011 or so, we started going to UK for January Kickstart events that are usually hosted by Jane Leach then. And every time we go there, one of the main things that we would do in that January as we are kickstarting the year was goal setting, effective goal setting. That is where we were able to really embrace and see the potential in setting goals that are going to fire you in your belly. And we're not talking about the goals that you would set when you with your upline. You just want to impress your upline, or you just want to show your upline that you're a serious downline. No, we are talking about those things that touch you deeply in your core, that are going to move you when you're alone in the bathroom, taking a bath, when no one is watching, but there is something from within you that is pushing you to become more and to do more. And that is the kind of goals that we are going to talk about. Every successful person in the world, they'll tell you the reason for their success, they embraced goal setting. So I'm just talking this to give you a minute. If you are moving around, you're not settled, find a way you can sit down and for this session specifically, find a way you can, even if you don't have a paper, I highly recommend get yourself a paper, a notebook, a good book. It could be a beautiful book that you want to put the record of your goals in. Take that book right now. Have a pen and a paper. If you can no way find a pen and a paper, still get a phone, open your notes app. Go to your notes app in the phone and do this exercise. I'm not here to encourage you, to tell you my goals. No, I'm here to help go inside you and help you think about what it is that matters for you. Because all the training, the amazing, incredible training you had yesterday, and all the extra training you're going to have today will mean nothing if you have nothing to achieve in your life. If you have nothing within you that is pushing you to do what you're learning. Because at the end of the day, all these are tools. We say forever is a vehicle. I use this forever as a vehicle. I remember back then when I started as a third-year medical student, one of the main issues that was pushing me to do this business, I just wanted extra income. I just wanted about $200 a month, $300 a month. But then immediately I started setting goals that I want to save this money that I'm making, this extra small money that I'm making. I want to save it and use it to buy something meaningful. And I remember one of the first goals I set was to buy a piece of land. 5 months down the line, I was able to buy a piece of land from saving that small income that I started making as a brand new distributor. Now, it doesn't matter where you are in your business. You could have started today And still, this part of goal setting is very, very important. It's not about setting those fancy, massive goals that you don't even believe in them just after writing them down. No. Goal setting, it starts with you looking at where are you right now? Where are you right now? Because you cannot get to there if you don't know what is your here. What is your now? And if you're thinking about your goals, if you're thinking about your life, and I love the words that are seen on the slide there. That's the only thing I'm going to show. The whole process of goal setting is you building the life that you want, the life that you want to see happening for you. So think about your current situation. What are the things in your life right now that you don't like, that are pain points? You know, when you just look at your life and think of yourself, what makes me happy? What can make me happier? What do I want to achieve so that I can do more of the things I want and less of the things I don't want? So all of that will help you decide what are my main goals that I should be focusing on. And we have two types of goals that you can have in your forever career. All of us, when we start our business, the first thing that we could be thinking about, that we are recommended to think about, are need goals. Your need goals. You all have needs, things that you want to see. You know, if I speak about a brand new car right now, it will not push you to do anything. You'll forget about it even just next month. But you know your situation. You know what are the needs in your life. Probably you are in debt. Probably you don't like the house you live in. You don't like the lack of washing machine in your house. You want to have the flexibility of owning a washing machine. Whatever it is, whether small or big, it is you to decide. Nobody is going to judge you on your goals. So I hope right now you have opened up your paper. And as I'm speaking, I want you to think about the possibilities when it comes to your needs first. Think about your needs. Think about the things that you don't like right now and you want to change them. Don't put your goals in a negative sense. Don't say, I don't want to drive this car. No. Say, I want to drive whatever that you want to drive. Or I want to get this. Don't be negative on your goals. Be positive. Speak about the things that you want to see. Write them down. Decide what you want. Write it down. That's the whole process of goal setting. And I remember we usually take this session very seriously. Before starting this session, we would pray. And then as we are doing this session, we want to be in a calm environment, relaxed, even with a nice music playing in the background. Even if we finish this part that I'm speaking here, you can continue this exercise after now. But I hope and pray you take it seriously because your life depends on it. So think about what it is that you want for yourself, what it is that you want to create for yourself. Write it down. I hope by now you have started writing what it is that you want to do. Where do you want to go when it comes to it could be in your finances. It could be in your monthly income. You could think in the lines of your monthly incomes. How much do you want to make? What is that debt that you want to get rid of? What is that thing that you want to buy for yourself? What is it that you want to buy for your family? What is it that you want to get probably for someone else who is very important to you? It could be you want to help a family member. It could be you want to pay for that education that you have always been dreaming about for your children. You could have no children at all right now, but just close your eyes a minute and imagine, when my children come in this world, what kind of lifestyle do I want them to live? Write it down. Think about what it is that you want. Write it down. And write it in completion. Write it in a way that someone can see it as your future self and see that this is really something that you desired for. It could be the kind of home you want to live in. Or probably just being able to pay your rent comfortably without taking Panadols in January or things like that. So you could write, I want to have this kind of income so I can pay my even yearly rent comfortably without any stress. That can be a goal. So write it down. I remember sitting in one of these kind of sessions. I remember the hotel. It was an evening in a hotel called Holiday Inn in Posta. And I remember I wrote a goal. I want to visit Switzerland because travel must be among the goals you're also writing down right now. Because it's not just about the hard things. It's not just about those things that are meaningful and important. Even the fun things you want to do. And I understand it could be something that you have never done before. It could be something that you have not seen in your family the importance of. Probably nobody in your family has been traveling the world. So you're looking at me and saying, why should I write travel goals? If you love to travel, if you love to see the world, write that country that comes to your mind, that you want to visit a certain country. I remember I wrote, I want to visit Switzerland. And just a few months ago, last year, I was able to tick that goal. So there is no goal that is not meaningful. There is no something that you will write down that won't be important as the path that you're creating for yourself. But remember, don't miss out on your need goals. Those things that you want to change, those things that are pain points right now, those things that you're looking at yourself and you say, if I had money, I could have changed this. Write them down. Write them down right now. It could be about giving. What it is that you want to give to your family member or any other person. It could be even to a charity. It could be you want to pay for someone else's education that is not your family member. Write it down. Because without you having so many reasons to be successful, every day your mind will create for you reasons not to be successful. That is why we are taking time so that you can write a big list. Even if it gets to 50 reasons, write them down. And please tell me in the chat if you have already 10 reasons that you have written down, 10 goals that you have written down. Put something in the chat. Put number 10 in the chat if you already have 10 goals. And it doesn't have to be only about things you want to get, even things that you want to become. What skills do you want to learn? You have listened to our GLT yesterday, and there's some things that are coming so naturally from her. And you want to be that recruiter. You want to be that person that can inspire people like that. Write it down. It doesn't happen if you don't write it down. Write it down right now. What are the skills that you want to learn? What is the person you want to become? But let me tell you, make sure you're not missing out finance goals. Make sure you're not missing out what kind of income you want to be making. The money we are making right now, it was once just a sentence in our goal board, in our vision board. But now it's a reality. Why? When you write your goal down, when you commit your goal to paper, everything around you moves so that it can help you to get that goal to achievement. What are your investment goals? What kind of money do you want to be earning every month without you doing anything? That is your investment goal, the way you can design it. That I want to invest so that I can have this stream of income coming in without me doing anything. Our leader Edmund shared a lot yesterday. Now, you can't just create that investment journey without having it as a goal. When do you want to retire? When do you want to work to be an option? Probably you're employed right now. You're doing your business part-time, and you need a certain kind of income for you to create that freedom, for you to be able to say, I can choose not to be employed and still have an amazing lifestyle with my family. Write it down. Commit that to paper. Write it down, my dear. Even your relationship goals. Probably you're single. There is something that you want in the future. You want to have kids. You want to have an amazing husband. Write it down. Everything is possible for you. Remove all limitations. Everything is achievable if you start by writing it down. You'll be surprised there are two people doing the same business. One is on fire every single day, focused. The other one is not. And they have the same abilities. What is the difference? It could be just down to what they have put down on paper. What are the goals that are pushing them? Because if I'm looking for $200 and I want it to go buy a evening dress, evening gown, so that I can attend a fancy wedding, and probably you want it so that you can take your son or daughter to hospital, we'll get it very differently. You'll get it way quicker than I will. So the size of your goal is the size of your 2024 results. And make sure your goal is big as well. It should need you to stretch. If your goal can be achieved with the person that you are right now, it's a very tiny goal. Increase it. Continue writing down. I'm seeing people still writing number 10. Continue writing the things that you want in your life. You can stretch yourself to up to 20. Make sure you also have, if you're already in the business for a few years, then you know the levels that you can go for, the kind of income that you can go for, the kind of team that you can go for. All those are worth it goals. The number of people you want to sponsor this year. We heard Kauta, the way that she was sponsoring over 20 people in a month. We see that happening to so many people. But what is your goal? Nothing will move you if it's just coming from other people. It has to come from deep inside, deep within. What is the goal that you're committing to paper? What is the person you want to become? What is the growth you want to go? And above all goals, and I'll tell you this from experience, I hope you put down a goal to become a dollar millionaire. I don't care when it will, how long it will take you, but write down a goal for you to become a dollar millionaire. Why? Because we have that kind of a business that can allow you to get there. Even if it will not be immediate, set a goal to get there. Set a goal that your net worth will grow to make you a millionaire. It's not for the money. It's not for that money and the fanciness of knowing that I have $1 million in my net worth, but it's for how you will have learned, what you'll have experienced in the way to getting that goal, to becoming a dollar millionaire. How many fears you'll have overcome, how many people you'll have inspired along the way, how many limits you'll have broken out of yourself to get to that goal. And you'll never be the same again. So set that goal for yourself. And one thing that is so important about goal setting, why we say make it personal, because we know when you attend a success day, you are too hyped up. You come out of there and you're telling people about things you're going to do. You come out of a Kickstart and you're so hyped about the things you're going to do, but you're not considering the price that you're going to pay, the price that you have to pay. And that is why you want to take it even low, the energy, so that you can really commit to something that you're telling your mind that I am going to pay the price for this one because it's important for me. And as you're writing it down, I wish you ask yourself why. Why do you want that goal? So that you can imagine yourself not having achieved that goal and ask yourself, how does it feel? How does it feel? It's 5 years from now. It's 2030. And the challenges that you're facing right now, they're still there just as they are today. How will that feel? The struggles your children are going through right now are the same 5 years from now. How will that feel? Commit that dream to paper. Make sure that you are committing yourself to doing whatever it takes to make that dream happen. Keep writing. And even as we are continuing in this session, and as we'll finish this session, continuing to learn, you can choose your goals. The most important things, you can choose even the 3 major things that must happen in 2025. Out of everything that you have written down, choose the top 3. Decide for yourself. What are the top 3? No matter what happens, I must get this done. Because at the end of the day, if you're not living your life by ticking goals every single year, you're not moving forward. That is something that personally we are so serious about. Every year must take us forward in our goals. There must be goals that we have ticked with every year. And that doesn't just happen by chance. It happens by design. And lastly, I want to tell you, don't set your goals too low. Edmund shared yesterday that he is part of a group that is challenging him to step up, to increase his potential, because it's a big, challenging goal that he is a part of. Now, don't hang around with an easy crowd. Jim Rohn likes to say that. Don't hang around with an easy crowd. Easy doesn't do it. You have to go where it's hard. You have to set your goals that make you want to be better, to become a best version of yourself. Then you'll not give excuses when it comes to why you need to grow. You'll not give excuses when it comes to why you need to read that book, do that challenging activity that is uncomfortable. You will do that happily because you know there is other pressure from your goals that you need to step up for and you need to go for. So embrace this goal setting, my dears. And I hope and pray that you have your goals. And please take a minute and share among all the goals that you have written down. I see there are people who have done 20, over 20, and some have done around 10. Pick just one goal and put it in the charts. Anybody who wanna put your goals out there, you know, when you put your goals too secretive to yourself, then there is nothing that reminds you that you have to go out there and do something. It's so easy to say, okay, I didn't do it, and you just forget about it. So please, I dare you to write one of the goals that you have put down that you want to get done in this 2025. Just write it on the chat there. I want to see a goal now. I want to see a goal. Wow, I see a Zoom user saying, I want to take my son to Mauritius. I can already smell the beach air. I want to become a manager by April, qualify for Ego Manager, and become 4CC active. Wow. Pay off my bond. I mean, it's a loan. Buy my mom a house. Oh my God. These are very amazing goals that I know when you get to tick them, the way that Jim Rohn says, like when you have a goal to travel to Mauritius, and as you're touching down with your son next to you, you are getting out your paper and you are ticking that goal. Oh my God, it will transform you. Thank you so much. There's so many people writing Ego Manager, settle my debts, renovate my house, Ego Manager. I want to get 10,000 bonus every month. I don't know what is it, dollars or what currency that is, but whatever it is, I know it's a lot of money. Pay up my mortgage. I want to become recognized in Rwanda as a supervisor. I love how timely that goal is, and it's challenging. That I don't know what level you are right now or how many CCs you have done already, but that is something that really gets you moving right now. And I hope you have a goal that gets you moving right now. It's not waiting for you to get to July, not waiting for you to get to the end of the year. No, have a goal that will move you right now. Level 2 chairman's bonus, Susan, I see you, and I'll see you on stage. Settle all my dates. I pray that all your dreams that you have written down right now, and you have written down on your papers, and that you'll continue to write down even after here, will come true, because I believe in your ability. I believe in this incredible business that we have. There is no limit to what you can do, especially after these 2 days of Kickstart that we have just had. So I wish you incredible success. I will see you in the beaches of the world, in the financial freedom and independence that this business can offer. Thank you very much. Back to you, Veronica.
Wow, thank you so very much. That was very, very, very powerful. And just one thing that you have just said right now, and I'm finding so much value in, like, no, like it's very touchy. You said, how will it feel if your family or kids or, you know, will be going through the challenges they are currently going through, like right now, like, you know, think of all the challenges they're going through right now. And because of the choice that we are making, maybe you're not doing your forces, you're not running your business the way it's supposed to be run. You know, you're not making the money that Forever is supposed to, you know, it's supposed to give you, you know, and you're not doing it right. And then obviously your family is paying the price for that, you know, because you could have done better. They could have a better lifestyle. Now, can you imagine if they will still be going through that, or you'll still be going through the challenge that you're going through right now in the next 5 years? I mean, that's profound. Really, that's really profound. I mean, honestly, what will be the reason? Like, why would that be if we have got an opportunity like Forever right now, you know, in our hands? And so let's say no, because now also another thing is, think, how old will you be in the next 5 years? Like if you're 35, will be 45 years from now. If you're 25, will be 35 years from now. If you're 40, will be 45 years, you know, 45 years, 5 years from now. You know, and there's some age that when you get, you know, like there's also that feeling like, you know, you're late. I mean, it's a natural feeling, as much as we are convincing each other that you're not late, but it's a natural feeling that comes in. And for me, I feel going through and start doing what you need to do for your goals, it is easier when you're not desperate. Same way when we were telling our prospects that join the business before you need it. Don't join the business because you have lost the job. Don't join the business because your source of income is, you know, like you're gonna be doing it with so much stress.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we are telling ourselves right now. Do your business right now before you feel like I'm too late, before you feel like, you know what, I could have done it earlier, before you feel like,
Yeah.
yesterday we were given a compound interest formula for
Yeah.
30 years that we can do it. Maybe I'm like right currently I'm 38. And obviously 30 years from now I'll be still, oh my God, I'll be, I can't even say, oh my God, I'm 68. Oh my God. But I have got my kids. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, I'll just
So,
share with you a little bit something extra right there.
yeah.
I remember, because we have been in the business for a very long time, but I remember very vividly back in
Yeah.
2018, where I can say it's when our main focus for thinking about the future and the life we want to create and being on the driver's seat of our life really began, especially when it comes to investing and creating the future that we want. And how did that happen? It just started with you thinking that, there is nothing that can give you sense of urgency than when you remind yourself that there's one day you won't be alive in this world. There's
Yeah.
one day that you won't be alive in this world, and you don't know how soon that day is going to come. Nobody knows for how long they have on this world. Now, imagine if you start thinking, what kind of life do I want to live my family like? Especially after having this, it's easier for someone who had not seen there is something called forever, who has not seen that there are people earning $1 million in a year. But you have seen it. You have seen what's possible. You have seen the kind of life you can create for your family. Now you're the only person who can create that deadline. That, oh my God, I don't know how many years I have. I don't know for how long I can have the ability to do what I'm doing right now. So I must put in all I can right now. But also it's one thing to think about what we want and write it down here. And that is why we showed you the dream board yesterday, the vision board that you can have, because you need those reminders. So I hope you commit also to do the same exercise in terms of visual, something that will be more visual for you. And there is something that it's not just us who are talking about. Everybody speaks about that. If you want to increase your chances of results, if you want to increase the number of days that you are on point, that you don't have to wait until when there's another kickstart to get you fired up to action, every day you look at that dream board, that vision board, it will tell you, no, get up. Get up and do something about your life, because your family depends on it. And the future, every day counts and it adds up towards the future you want to create. So let's embrace goal setting. Let us do those vision boards, dream boards, even a vision book that you can have so you're moving around with it. For me, actually, when I sit down to work, the first thing I look at is our strategy. That is on my laptop. So I open it up and I look at the things we have to do. Just that look, it gives me energy and focus to do the things I need to do. And energy is everything in our business. If you're working with very low goals that are not motivating you, you'll be sluggish and you'll be expecting your upline to push you. But if you're working based on your goals and you're looking at them, they give you energy, you will be energetic throughout the day and you'll get your goals done. So let's get to work, writing them down, then working on them. And I wish you great success. Thank you.
Thank you. And goal setting is a skill. And so just like any other skill, I'll recommend that you also take your time into learning more. So go on YouTube, look for more videos. This is amazing. Do it. But of course, go and gather more ideas, And also you need to do this. I don't remember who said it, but he said in our business, you need to do things knowing that you're going to coach other people as well. So as you're doing your goal setting, know that you have a team that you need to go through the system, so through the activity with them. You understand? That's why it's important that you go and get to learn on your own as well, because you won't have Dr. Elizabeth all the time. You won't have Veronica all the time. You won't have Dr. Eno Salem all the time, to help create your goals. And so learn it, and let's go and achieve our goals. So thank you also so much, Dr. Elizabeth. I appreciate you, and let's go work our goals. Now, I'm going to right now. Welcome. Can someone help me put Tangi Pena as a co-host? So far so good, guys. And so I want us to be inspired. I want us to have another story from a leader that for now to be 24 months. Okay. So she started the business in 2023 in January. And she was one of the people that was so very skeptical about the business, in fact. And I went to Namibia and I met her in person. She was like, you know what? I'm join. I did a one-to-one for her that day, and next day she joined the business with her husband, and she went on into being one of the amazing leaders. Right, currently she's one of the top leaders in Namibia, and she'll be able to share with you her story that will definitely inspire you. From someone that was like living a very low life, not loving her job, and to forever rescuing her, and currently she is a 100 cc's club, elite member. And I'm so very happy because she's my amazing friend as well. So please put your fires in for Tangi Ambambi, and this is an Instagram connection, guys. I'm personally using social media like 90% of my business. And I've got amazing top leaders in my team that I met them on social media. And so we can use, like yesterday, Kauta said, use every platform. If you're good at face-to-face, I'm good at face-to-face, I'm good at social media as well. And so, go and master, because people are everywhere. So if you've been struggling to recruit, guys, you are one call away, you are one text away, you are one voice note away, you are one post away, you are one Insta story, Facebook story, status away from getting your next Tangi, from getting your next diamond. You understand? And so keep it up. Keep on. And so Tangi, I'm so very proud, and thank you for saying yes to sharing your story tonight. And I do believe that you'll be able to inspire so many people. And I'm personally looking forward to learning from you and get to admire you as you are growing in this business. Tangi, over to you.
Thank you so much, Vera. Thank you for inviting me to this platform. I want to thank everybody that is here, and also I want to also apologize. I just finished a business presentation now right here in Tume. We just arrived like 4 hours ago, around about 1 o'clock, and then 2 o'clock we had to start a business presentation. And right now, where I am right now, I have to talk to the managers of the Oxford Hotel in Tume to please allow me a small space where I can sit down to just share this little story with you people. And I'm really grateful for them, but I'm also grateful for being in this platform, for being invited to this amazing training of Kickstart, speaking to over 500 people in the world right now. I'm truly honored. And Beryl, I can't thank you enough. And I thank God the same day that I got stumbled upon you on my Instagram, and I came to see you to start this amazing business, which I was even skeptical about, which I was not even thinking I won't be able to do it, because I felt, when you went to school, you are a teacher by profession, and you think you can do it, but I got to do it all because of you, and I can never ever thank you enough. So thank you so much for inviting me to this amazing platform. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to share a bit of my story. I hope you can see me. I hope you can see it. Can you see it? Yeah, I think you can see it. So ladies and gentlemen, this is my story. It might be short, and I know as time grows, it's going to grow. It's going to inspire a lot of people out there, and I hope it inspires someone today. So like I said before, my name is Tangi Pena Ambambi. I am a mother of 2 beautiful girls, 6 years and 7 months. I'm a wife to the most amazing, handsome man in the whole world, ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching, a teacher by profession, and I am a business coach and a manager in the Forever Marketing Plan. Ladies and gentlemen, I started this business 2 years ago. I want you to sing for me happy forever birthday, because today I mark exactly 2 years in the Forever Business Marketing. I started on the 5th of January 2023. To exact this day today, I mark exactly 2 years on a dot. Guys,
Wow.
I almost cried today in my presentation when I was telling everybody that actually it's 2 years today that I am in this business. And this day means so much to me because it's the day that my life actually changed. It's the day that everything changed for me, being where I came from, suffering from all the things. So I was a teacher by profession. I have been a teacher for over 10 years, and I started this business like on the 5th of January, like I said, and 3 months into my business, I resigned from my job as a teacher. 3 months. I started in January. In February, I became a supervisor, and I resigned in March from my job as a teacher. And I started doing forever full-time ever since. Ladies and gentlemen, I met Veronica through social media after I sent her an Instagram when I saw a video on her Instagram, and she introduced me to this business, which I was skeptical about, which I thought I did not want it because I grew up with it. But later on, I was told we must not judge things by not understanding them. And many of our people out there, people judge things, people do things without understanding. That's why it's always important to look into something, to understand something, which I have learned only after I started this amazing business. And I'm so glad I did, because if I didn't, I would still be in the situation. I would still be in the situation I was before I started. And the reason we start this business is because we have something that is so important, something that matters to us all. And that's why we start these businesses. I don't know what made you start this business, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if it's your kids, if you wanted a new car, if it's your health, if it's your family, or you wanted to travel. Whatever is that made you to start this business is because you had something that matters to you most. You had something that you thought it could, if you had to start this business, you could help yourself with it. And for me, my reason was because of the debt. Ladies and gentlemen, I used to be in debt. And when I mean debt, is the fact that there was a time in my life where I used to pay my debt at 1 o'clock in the morning as a teacher by profession, because every 20th I was in minus of dollars in Namibia. In Namibia, we have this system. I don't know how many people are watching. I can see people are watching from Tanzania, they are watching from Belgium, they are watching from states. There are a lot of people that are in this meeting right now. And I'm telling you, for me, in Namibia, we are having those things where you can just go to a loan check and get money, and you can be paying off for many years. And I did that. And I cannot even tell you what I used that money, because I had nothing to show as a teacher. I had nothing to show to say, yes, I've been a teacher for over 10 years, and this is where I am, and this is what I do. No, I did not. But this business came to me, and this debt became a reason for me to work this business with my daughter, because I wanted different life for my daughter. My mother died when I was 11 years old. She left us nothing in my life. And I was told that in forever, when you start your business, it's an inheritable business, that if anything happens to you in your life, your kids are able to inherit this business. And this made me to start this business, because I know I will be leaving a legacy for my kids, something that I never thought I could do. And I'm thankful to God that this business came to me, because at the point that I am in my life, I never ever thought there would be a time when things will be different for me. So ladies and gentlemen, I started traveling because of this amazing business. I was able to go to different towns in Namibia that I've never been before. I boarded a plane for the first time in my life to go to Johannesburg, or in South Africa, for the first time 6 months into my business when I started this business. And I can tell you, in those pictures, I'm at places I never thought I would be. I am sitting on that table with some of the amazing forever leaders, with even my upliner Eno Selema, who is the country sales manager for the East of Africa, Tanzania, Kenya, and everything. I never thought I would even sit with that man on my table. But because of this amazing business, I was able to do that. And I thank God for everything. And on this picture, ladies and gentlemen, I was one of the #1 supervisor in the SADC for 3 consecutive months, from the month of November 2023 to January 2024. Something that I never thought I could do. It blew up my mind when I received this call that I was the #1 supervisor in all the 8 countries. Ladies and gentlemen, this really took me out. This really blew my mind. And I would always say, sometimes our dreams are just within us. Sometimes our goals, our drives are within us. We just need to stand up. If you look at the picture down there, it's me pregnant, 7 months pregnant in South Africa. I went for a managers convention in South Africa. And because I remember even when I went for that convention, I came out straight out of the hospital. I was admitted because I was sick. I remember my doctor saying, "You are not going anywhere." And I said, I am going to go there no matter what it takes, because my dreams are bigger than the sickness that I'm having. And I say forever is a mindset. Everything that happens to you is a mindset. And sometimes even the sickness, if you let the sickness control you, it's control you. But if you control your mind, you control everything about your life. I qualified for a ticket to go to India last year because of this amazing business. Yes, I did not go because I was heavily pregnant. As I said, my daughter is just 7 months old. And I could have been go there. I qualified for this 1 year in the business, something that I never thought, something that many people have never done. What does your dream means to you? What does your goals mean to you? Do your goals scare you? Do your dreams scare you? That is what I want you to ask yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Here it's me pregnant. I suffer from fertility issues, but I was able to use this amazing products in our market in Forever in order to conceive. And I saw this product in Namibia like crazy. If not, I'm probably the #1 of fertility combo seller in Namibia right now, because I sell them like crazy. And because of this amazing business. And we always know people that are doing things. And now my reason for doing this business is my kids. I want them to have a better life. I want them to do something better for them. But as we know, business has its ups and downs. Business has its ups and downs. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to give this to you. When you are starting your Forever business, if there is one thing, one important thing that I realized you could do is the decision that you make. During the 2024 on my business, I have been up and down. I have been on 60cc. I fell out on 50. I moved up to 60cc. It has been up and down until November 2024. I saw one of our amazing leader, Miriam Nepando. She did 200cc. I don't know what happened to me. I don't know what happened to my mindset. I remember calling her and saying, Miriam, I don't know what is happening. Congratulations to what you have done. But not only am I congratulating you, I think it's because you have awakened something in me. That's something that I have seen. I think it has been sleeping for a while. I remember Veronica telling me, Tangi, where is the Tangi that closed a supervisor level with 19cc in February 2023? And she said, I need to see that Tangi. I need to see that Tangi. And this November when it came, I was like, maybe I need to get back to that Tangi. Maybe I need to go back to that person that recruited those people, because there was something that I used that I recruited those people. And I told Veronica, you know what? I'm going back to that Tangi. I'm going to use that same Tangi to recruit come December 2024. And ladies and gentlemen, I used the same technique that I used and I went for it. I started talking. I started recruiting. I started calling. I started doing things that I haven't been doing in my 11 months of being the business, because I felt, you know, sometimes we get comfortable, sometimes we complain. In Leader Kota yesterday was telling us that we need to stop the bullshit. We need to stop lying to ourselves. And I felt she was talking to me, because in that whole year, ladies and gentlemen, I think I've been lying to myself. I think I've been lying to my sponsor. I've been lying to my team with all the excuses of saying, yes, I've been prospecting, but people don't want to join. Yes, I've been doing this, but people just are not joining. But I realize everything, all the recruitment, all the decision is within us. Everything is within our reach when we just decide. All it takes a decision. I remember telling Vero, I am going to do 20 cc's personally on my name this month, December. And I'm going to do 200 cc's. That is what I want to do. And somebody said, Tangi, how do you do 200 cc from 60 cc's? That I said, if I don't do 200 cc's, I might fail, but I'm going to fail very high. I'm going to fail very high. And I want to take you back to what Dr. Elizabeth just said, that you should set your goals You should set your goals. And when you put goals on a paper and you decide to target, you are going to reach a target. I remember when I said, I want those 200 cc also. I want to do 20 cc on my name, which I have never done before in my forever business, you know. And I said, I want to do them. Ladies and gentlemen, I went for everything. I tried for everything. And if it was not for something I've done to this month, I would have done a total of 12 cc on my name, which I might failed the 20 cc, but I failed very hard. I did not do 200 cc, ladies and gentlemen, but I failed high with 100 cc. Ladies and gentlemen, it's very true. Decision all has to come from us. We are the one that need to decide. These things always, if I wouldn't have decided, ladies and gentlemen, I would have still ended my month with 60 cc, with 50 cc's. But because I decided, I put up goals, I put up targets, and I felt that my Eagle Manager was getting slow. I wanted to complete Eagle Manager in 7 months. But because maybe I was too comfortable, because maybe I did not see the power in me, I did not see the potential that I had. I was too comfortable, or I was hesitant, or I was afraid. Whatever the reason was, all I needed to do was to decide. And I could have closed my Eagle Manager in 7 months, in 5 months, because I know I can. I know I have the potential. Most of us know we can do these things, but we are hesitant, but we are holding back. Maybe it's true. We are lying to ourselves. We are lying to the people. We are lying to our team. And it's not true that your team duplicates what you do. Set your goals, ladies and gentlemen. I want to go to the goals. When I am on a tour right now in Namibia, I started my meeting in Oshakati on Thursday. I was in Oshikango on Friday. I was in Ondangwa yesterday. And today I am in Tumeb, headed to Chibarongo tomorrow, to Okanja until I reach Windhoek. And ladies and gentlemen, I told my team that they need to take a target. They need to invite. And like crazy, every town that we had, we invited. My team invited like crazy, which is something they never used to do. And it's not a lie that when you tell them to set your goal, they copy exactly what you do. They copy exactly what you do. You just need to set the bars high. You just need to set your goals high, and everybody behind you will set their goals high. You need to do the impacting goal. You need to impact people around you. You need to decide, and everything will become possible, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to talk about the resilience in your business. Not every business is merry and shine every day. There will be lows and highs. There will be struggles. There will be everything in the business. But I can tell you everything, that there's nothing in life that you are going to start that has no struggle. Everything that you do, everything that is taught, it has to have struggle somewhere in order to prosper in whatever way it has to prosper. You just have to stay the course. You just have to be resilient enough to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, I am on this tour but I don't even have money to be on this tour. If I can tell you the type of food we are eating meals every day. We are eating this and this. But because my goals are high and I want to close my Eagle Manager this month, January 2024. My goals are so high, and I have to decide to make that possible. I have to decide, and all it takes is the decision that you make. Is that reason that is so important to you, that you have to make you that goal. What is your goal every month? And I realize, ladies and gentlemen, let's set targets and goals for each and every month. Every month, there should be something you are going for. Every month, there should be a target of CC you are going for. Every month, there should be something you are running after. Then I can tell you your forever business will flourish. If we are to do this, if I was to do this, and it's not that I didn't know. We are being told in meetings every day. We are being told in meeting every day, but we are being babysitted. We want to be babysitted. We want to be crying. We want to be, we want to be held like eggs. It's not going to happen. At the end of the day, it's your business. Whether it prosper, whether it fail, it's your business. You are the only person that have the capability, that have the capacity, that should have the drive to make your dreams, to run your business, to make sure it's running to the prosperity that you want it to be. It's running to where where you want it to go. It's running to all the angles that you want it to be. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you now that if you are hungry enough, if you make that decision today, everything is possible. Everything is possible. Don't sleep on this. And I can tell you, you can sleep on your forever business today. Forever is forever. You are going to leave it here. You found it here. But if you decide to take it on, if you decide to put in the work and run for your business, it's going to happen. I edited my 100cc poster, and I don't know, maybe I didn't save it because I'm trying to put it on, but I can't see it. And I want to apologize because I wanted to show you. When I saw that poster today, on the achievers, Veronica, do you probably have it to share it? Can you share it, please, my leader? Is it possible?
Yeah, I can, but I'll share on my slide when I
Okay,
move to
no
the
problem,
slide.
no problem. Because this is the last slide I have.
Okay, yeah. I know you can continue. I need to
When
put it.
I told you, when I saw that poster, when I saw today, I was in the car, we are traveling to Tumeb with my team. I screamed like crazy because that is the first time in my forever business I am doing 100 cc's. And those 100 cc's only came after I made a decision. The 100cc only came after I got out of my comfort zone. Yes, I have a small baby. Yes, I was breastfeeding, and I'm not making excuses about that. That's why I'm not even talking about it, because people are in worse situation. People are in worse situation in their lives, but they are running their forever business every day. I am not going to make excuses about that because I recruited. I saw on the Unstoppable Achiever that I am standing at #2 top 10 sponsors in the month of December. I'm at #2, ladies and gentlemen. And I sponsor those people at home. Not on the tour like now, not at any presentation, inside my own house. I sponsor those people. I spoke to them from TikTok. I spoke to them in the comfort of my own house. So sometimes we just have to decide. We just have to get out of our comfortable situation. Your comfort zone is not your job. Your comfort zone is not the place you sleep. Your comfort zone is not the work. Your comfort zone is you not doing the action. It's you not deciding to act. But when you act, when I recruited those people, I was in the house, but all I decided is I acted. I remember telling my nanny and my husband at Kickstart, if you see me watching TV, remind me Eagle Manager. Start screaming Eagle Manager, then I will run away from the TV. And they laugh at it every time because I really, really do that. And I realized we are sleeping, we are ignoring this business because we are comfortable. We are too comfortable. We are relaxed on our, we are too much in our comfort. You just have to make a decision. Reach out to those people. Ladies and gentlemen, on the 11th of November, I lost my phone. I was scammed. I lost my products that are worth 5,000 Namibian dollars something, and I lost my phone in the process because the thieves took it. I lost all my prospects that I've accumulated over the 2 years. All the people that I didn't know that said they were going to join the business because I did not save my numbers on my email or on my Google. I just saved them in the cart. I lost everything. I lost everything in November. But December, with no prospect, with no anybody, I recruited the most than all the whole year when I had my phone, when I had all the prospects, when I had everything. That is now what is telling you that it's not about the people that you know. It's not about the contacts that you have. It's not about the prospect that you had. All the people that I recruited were not in my previous phone. I think only two of them are on my old prospect, but the rest are not, they were not part of my contacts. They are all people that I have to get to know after I made a decision. They called me from TikTok. They called me from Facebook. Some I texted myself on Instagram. because my goals were high, because my targets were high. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you today that in forever, we are sleeping because we are in our comfort zone. We are sleeping because we want to be baby fed. We are sleeping because maybe our dreams are not big enough. Maybe our goals are not big enough. And I can tell you, if there's one thing I shared with my team and it's working, stop being afraid. Stop being afraid and run your business. Speak to everyone. Talk to everyone. Go for everyone. Whether they say no or yes, this is not going to do any impact on your life. You are not going to be left in a hospital bed because somebody said alone. You are going to move on. So you stop fearing. And it's when I made that decision that I am not fearing anybody and I'm going for everybody that I started recruiting like crazy. Like crazy. I have a meeting today. I'm sitting with one of my downline, Kanisia. We are in Tumib today. She invited over 10 people. And she has never done it before. She has never done it before. And I told them in the car today, what is that? What is your goal? What is the target that you want? And then they decided to decide right there and then. They started inviting on their way to Tumib and people turn up like crazy. And this is because of the decision that you do, because of the decision that you make. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to thank you so much. I don't know if I have spoken to someone. I don't know if I have made an impact in someone's life. I don't know if I have helped you in any way. I don't know if I've woken you up in some way if you are sleeping. But I am telling you now, wake up if you are sleeping. Let this 2024 be the year where it is going to change everything. Do a round 10, turn around and change everything. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it's all possible. It can all be done. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Over to you, Vero.
Well, I know you're powerful, but well, Tangi, you have just inspired about 1,000 people. We have got almost 500 people watching on YouTube right now. And that is a story, but the way you have shared it is more for an empowerment. Guys, she lost her phone, she lost all her contacts, and still she became a top recruiter, you know? She's now on a tour. I remember we did a tour. I mean, we usually do tours where we move from one country, from one town to another in a country. So like she lives in Namibia. So for the people that don't are not in Africa, you might not like, okay, there's Namibia, okay? There's South Africa, there's Tanzania, okay? So we have got, you know, like towns, and so we organize events. We move physically, you know, from one town to the next, and then we have got like back-to-back meetings. And so she's on that. Now imagine she has a small baby. Are you moving around with her?
No.
Okay. So she had to leave the baby because she has a very big goal that she wants to achieve. I know one of our goals is going for Kaplan this month. One of our goals is to close Ego Manager. That means she'll be closing Ego Manager within 9 months. You know, and she's someone that, she's coming from a very, very, very low background. And she has shared it all. And I believe you're inspired. I believe you're ready to rock your 2025. And the reason I'm bringing all these, stories to you, and these stories are, like, they're amazing. But the one that is common is that they're coming from low. These are the grass to grace stories. Stories that, everybody can be able to relate with. Because I understand that not everybody is a super achiever. But one thing is, as Tangi said right now, it's the decision. I remember there's a day Tangi called me because I'm a sponsor. She was like, you know what, sponsor? I'm going to do a one-to-one right now. I'm running from my house and I've not even showered. If she had not decided, she would never have left her house without showering to go do a one-to-one. And guess what? That lady joined right there and then with 2cc. Now imagine if she had said, let me shower, you're going to reschedule for tomorrow. Today I'm not feeling good. And let me tell you, that is what we do every time. We postpone a lot. That is why yesterday I was saying, get to understand what are your distractions. So thank you so much, Tangi. I really appreciate you. And I believe, guys, we're inspired and we are ready to rock 2025, okay? Now I'm gonna bring upon our next speaker. Guys, we have got an amazing line of speakers today. And I'm gonna get next speaker. This this speaker is that speaker that I need you to probably will need to give you like maybe 1 minute. Can I give you 1 minute? Just in case you want to run somewhere to get a glass of water, can I give you that 1 minute? Actually, let me give you that 1 minute. I need you to go and do it, like go take a pee, go get a glass of water, because I need you to be here 100%, not on social media, not eating, not doing anything. I need you to have a notebook and a pen, because I know what is bringing on the table for you. So I'm going to give you 1 minute, okay? Let's go to the recording, 1 minute, and we're back. Are we back? Now is the time to call everyone in your team. All right. So I believe we are settled. Are we settled? Can you write number 10 if you're ready? Write number 10. Let me see the number 10s coming in. Write number 10 if you're ready and excited. Now, write number 10, guys. This is the epitome of this meeting, guys. This. Awesome. Perfect. So at this particular time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to welcome this amazing gentleman. Most of you know him. He has been mentioned quite a number of times. And another, my sponsor, that is the very first thing. And also he's the captain, the country sales manager for 4 countries. So he's the country sales manager for Tanzania, for Rwanda, Zambia, and Burundi. And I will tell you, like, we are doing amazing in these countries. And I can tell you he has been the pillar and of the growth of so many people. He has even inspired quite a number of GLTs, even in South Africa right now. I mean, he's one person that I remember in 2015, sorry, they were number 21 in the whole world. Like, he has been able to achieve everything that Forever has offered. Everything. He's a Diamond Sapphire manager, him and his wife, who is Dr. Elizabeth, that has just shared with us today and yesterday. They're also GEM bonus qualified, Forever to Drive level 3. They are ego soaring money. So apart from being country sales manager and being the captain of countries, they're also personally building their business, and they're super achievers. Okay. He is also a chairman's bonus qualified, level 1, level 2, and level 3 as well. He's global rally qualified. 1.5, 2.5, 5K, and there have been GLTs as well. And well, this year their level up incentive qualifiers 2024 with over 5,000 K credits. And they are also currently number 5 in the whole of Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to bring on stage my sponsor, and they're applying to so many people, and the leader to so many people, who has inspired a lot of people, who has coached us. He's the mentor of a lot of us. And so put Enos Salema in the chat if you appreciate this gentleman, if you have been impacted by him before this meeting, and if you are hearing about Enos right now at this particular meeting for the first time. As I say, that's why I've given 1 minute for you to go and come back, for you to get to learn, to absorb everything. Because in all honesty, let me just say, I don't know any person that is an amazing communicator, not just in our business, but among so many people that I get to follow, so many people that I get to be mentored with on social media or anywhere. So his level of communication is just on another level. And so I hope that you're going to be inspired, and he's going to share a lot and also give us the direction, probably even the secrets, because he's working with Forever in that level, in that level as a country sales manager. And so, Eno Salema, I am so very honored, one, to be your sponsor, to be your downline, and all to be your friends. And, you being my mentor, you and Dr. Elizabeth, I really appreciate you. And personally, I am ready to learn from you tonight, and alongside over 1,000 people that you are going to impact by the power of the Holy Spirit. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much, Veronica. Thank you so much. And one thing for sure is that was one warm welcome. And it went straight to my heart. For whatever reason, I don't know why I was getting emotional with that welcome. It made me think about so many things. It made me look back at where, we are coming from. You are definitely one of the major pillars in Africa. I can tell you, you've mentioned me, you have edified me. I truly appreciate it. Let me tell you, you are one amazing leader that is causing so many people to believe that they can achieve whatever it is that they want to achieve. So thank you so much. And, I told you you've made me emotional a little bit. So once you make someone emotional, they kind of forget what is it that they wanted to talk about, where they wanted to start. So I want to start by first and foremost thanking God, guys. I really want to thank God. 2024 has been an amazing year for us. It's been a year that has showed us a lot of possibilities. It's a year that has opened up our eyes and our minds into limitless possibilities. So I want to thank God for that. I want to thank God for the good health. I want to thank God for the love and the happiness that we are seeing around us. I mean, all around us. And I want to believe that each and every one of us here, 1,000+ of us here, we all have reasons to thank God. Not just for being in this meeting, by the way, but we'll need to thank God even more for being in this meeting. But we have got all the reasons to thank God for simply being alive. For this gift of life, we need to thank God for that. And whenever I think in that direction, it makes me excited. And at the same time, it challenges me. At the same time, it makes me ponder and think a lot deeper. Why am I still here? Why am I still here? Why are you still here? So we need to thank God. We need to thank God that we are still here and we are still breathing. And let's continue throughout this year to thank God. Every morning you wake up, don't forget to thank God that you are still breathing. You still have another day for you to go after your goals, for you to go after your dreams, for you to go after whatever it is that you want to achieve. It's a blessing and it's a gift, and at the same time, it's also a responsibility. So let us all thank God for that. Let us be grateful for what we have right now. Let us be grateful for everything that's happening right now. And I was thinking about the fact that we have been given an opportunity, a beautiful opportunity. And Vero mentioned, yesterday I mentioned it, that this opportunity is a gift. It's a gift. 2025, in a much more special way, it's a gift as well. And I want you to think with me, it's a gift for who? Why are we here? It's a gift for who? It's a gift for us. It's a gift for our lives, but also it's a gift for so many other people who are out there. I want to tell you and I want to remind you that we have got hundreds, thousands of people. Maybe if we were to think global, we would say millions of people around the world that are waiting for us, that are waiting for us to up our game, that are waiting for us to grow in whatever way you define growth for you. But we have people waiting for us to grow. When I look at how many people they have decided to choose Forever as their vehicle, vehicle to make them live the life of their dreams, I can tell you, as a leader, that hits straight to my heart, that we have got thousands of people out there that have picked Forever, that have said, you know what, we're going to hold on to Forever. We're going to swim with Forever. We're going to go up and down with Forever. And we're not going to give up on this opportunity because deep down we believe it has the potential to get us there. Think about how many people are waiting for you to grow, are waiting for you to step up, are waiting for you to level up, are waiting for you to face your fears, are waiting for you to go above average, because the only way for them to live a life of their dreams, they need you to level up. They need you to go to levels that you've never been before. And you know, our time, you know, my wife said that one of the reasons why we push the business, we all know, you know, our times here are limited. And I want to tell you, even the time you have to give an amazing life to the people that you care about is also limited. A few times, I can't say every time, but a few times I think about my parents who are no longer here. I think about my mother a few times. I think about my father sometimes when I travel, sometimes when we are at an event, and I get a flash of a thought that I'm sure if my mom was still alive, probably she would be on this table having dinner with me or eating with the rest of us. And I know she's not there. And it's a reminder to each and every one of us here not to take for granted the opportunity that we have right now. And we are not just talking about the forever opportunity. We are talking about you maximizing on the forever opportunity. Because even the people that you want to give the best life, even those people, the time is limited. And that means we need to push like crazy. We need to go extra. We need to go an extra mile so that we can be of service to most people. And here we are, amazing people. We've got this gift called 2025. And let's go and make it happen, guys. Let's go out of our way. Let's push like we've never pushed before. I know we've got our leaders, our pioneers. We've got people that have gone before us. They've paved the way for us. And now it's up to us to take this opportunity and to take it to a whole new level. To take this opportunity and to get it to a level that maybe even we never thought that is possible. It's us to make that decision, guys. You know, I'm looking at all these pictures, you know, coming up on the slides of different FBOs from different parts. I'm looking at them and I'm saying, wow, all these people, they're waiting on forever. They're waiting on forever to make their dreams come true. They're waiting on forever to give them a life of their dreams. They're waiting on forever. And me and you, we are here. And maybe you are the one that people are waiting for. You are a leader today in the business. And when we say a leader, we're not just talking about a manager. We mean each and every one of us here. We've got 1,000 people here listening to this session. And I'm just wondering, and I'm asking myself, where are these 1,000 people going? Where are these 1,000 people going? Where are we going? Are we about to have 1,000 ego managers? I mean, why not? Nothing can stop us. Are we about to have 1,000 chairman's bonus qualifiers? Who knows? Are we about to have 1,000 GLTs one day? Are you going to be one of those GLTs? Are you going to be one of those chairman's bonus qualifiers? Or maybe, are you just going to be one of those managers that we are going to celebrate in 2025? 1,000 of us here listening, tuning into this meeting. And you know, with every success that you have, it has a ripple effect on so many other people. Every level you move up, it has a ripple effect. We've got people waiting. We've got people needing to tap into that potential. We've got people needing to tap into that belief. We've got people needing to tap into the possibilities that they can also achieve whatever it is that they want. They are there waiting for us. My sponsors right there, Lightness and Kushe. I always say they gave me wings to fly, and I truly chose to fly. We've got Mr. Chilato. I'm earmarking these key pioneers that have helped shape my business, and they've probably helped to shape the business of so many of you, maybe directly, maybe not directly. They paved the way for us. We've got Beatrice Mumba and Ricky Renson, they brought Forever to Tanzania, and here we are, 17 years down the line. We are still here. We are still excited. We are still pushing the business. So definitely me and you, we have got all the reasons right now to say, you know what? Let's be grateful for this opportunity. Let's be excited with the possibilities. Let us think about 2025 and let us ask ourselves how and what do we really want to make sure is happening in 2025. And I want to give you a moment, and I'm going to give myself this moment as well. I want to give you a moment, few seconds of you thanking God, inviting God to your journey in 2025. I want to give you few seconds to do that. And I'm going to put my timer here so that, we don't get lost into massive prayers. I want to give you a second, guys. A second. I'm even going to shut down my camera for a second so I can also focus on my 2025. And I know right now you're thinking about your 2025, contemplating about your 2025. Let that silence speak to your mind and speak to your heart. Let it take you deeper to what is truly important to you. Because you deserve this. And you have got what it takes to make it happen. And you cannot allow anybody out there to talk you out of that beautiful vision you have for yourself for 2025. You cannot let anyone tear away those dreams, those goals. You cannot let. You cannot let. You have got this. You deserve this. And you can make it happen. Come back, please. Come back to me. Let's get back here. From the past 2 days, since yesterday up until now, we have been inspired. We have been reminded what is possible, not just by words, with examples, with testimonies. We have been shown that it's possible to even multiply your business 10 times. We've been shown that. How lucky are we? We have gotten an opportunity to hear from the horse's mouths of people that have actually done it. It's a blessing, I'm telling you. And here we are, at the beginning of 2025. And we are going to smash this year, guys. We are going to win big this year. We're going to grow big this year. And I'm thinking right now, we've got so many people that we can thank. I've thanked Veronica, but I want to thank her again. Thank you so much for putting up this session yesterday and today. If someone has really been, focusing on these sessions, oh, I'm telling you, they've transformed you. Let me tell you, just by the end of day one, we were transformed. The speakers who spoke on day one, they transformed us. We were up to, I don't know, 2 a.m., almost 3 a.m. last night after the session. We went back to our dream board. We even changed our goals. We changed them because we are human beings. And as human beings, sometimes you set goals based on what you can see happening right now. And sometimes you need a reminder. Sometimes you need a little extra push to tell you that, you know what? You can grow a little bit bigger. You can set bigger goals. And it all took a session, 3-4 hours session. to make us think bigger, dream bigger. So thank you so much, Vero, for coming up with this event, for coming up with this Kickstart, for putting all of us here together. And I know how much, under the scene, behind the scene, I mean, craziness has been going on to just have this happening. So I want to say thank you. Thank you for having the courage. Thank you for thinking of all of us. Thank you for opening this up to everybody. We are on YouTube. I mean, there is no limit to how many people can join in. So thank you. And yes, you can join me in thanking Vero. And I'm not just trying to blow her trumpet, but I want to really recognize the extra mile that she went. This is not the first time she's organizing this. It has been happening. This is like, I don't remember, third times or whatever times. Now, I want to thank the speakers as well for going all out of your way to speak to us from your heart. Thank you so much. And later on, I'll tell you why I'm starting with gratitude. Thank you so much, all the speakers. Thank you so much. You have said it all of you. Thank you so much. From the first speaker to the last speaker. All of you, thank you so much. And everybody in one way or the other was impacted by a different speaker in a different way. So thank you, every one of you, all the speakers, thank you so much. And even the ones that will come to speak after me, thank you so much. Yes, I've spent a lot of time thanking. I've spent a lot of time, putting all of us in this gratitude mode, because sometimes we forget the preciousness of what we have in our hands. And that's why we find ourselves even playing small. Thank you, everybody who spoke. Thank you, Vero. Thank you, Miriama. Thank you so much, Edmund. Thank you so much, my wife. You spoke twice. He says to you, baby. Thank you so much, our GLT. Oh, my gosh. You said what we needed to hear, Kautar. Thank you so much. Truly, truly appreciating that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Tangi, thank you so much. Your story is super, super encouraging, challenging at the same time. Thank you. I can tell you, I can go on and on thanking people here. And I want to thank you as well. 1,000+ people who are here. I can tell you, all the speakers and all the organizers, one thing that makes someone feels, wow, it was worth the hassle, it was worth the push, is seeing 1,000 people tuned in all the way until the end. And we had almost 1,000 people tuned in all the way until the end. So thanks to you. Thanks to each and every one of you. You never want to think less about your contribution to the success of this community. We need you. You matter a lot. You are not just a number there. No, you are a soul. You are a breathing soul. You are a heart there that is going to have a ripple effect that's going to touch the lives of so many people. So thanks to you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the 1,000+ that we are here and all of us that are still going to be here. Thank you so much. Don't you feel like this is one of the best things you've ever done for yourself this year so far? I said that yesterday, on our group, that, what? For me, if this was the only training that I would have had for the whole of 2025, still could have been enough. Thank you so much, amazing people. I mean, I'm full of gratitude right now. My heart is like up there. I'm feeling super energetic and super positive. I want to come back to each and every one of us here. And I understand a few things also. Every time we are in a meeting, especially powerful meeting, especially when you have powerful leaders speaking, we finish the sessions and not everyone is where the speakers wanted them to be. What do I mean by that? I bet just after yesterday's meeting and today's sessions, I bet some of you right now, you are probably intimidated. And intimidation is when you're looking down on yourself. Intimidation is when you hear someone recruiting 20 people and a part of you is saying, no, I'm not Kautar. I can never be Kautar. I can't go 20, maybe 10. Intimidation is when you hear someone sharing their story and what they've done, and instead of that story to inspire you to believe more in yourself, it actually cripples you. And that can happen. And it happens so many times. And I want you to be aware of that, because you know what? You know what, guys? I'm going to share 4 positions that one can be at by the end of this session. One, you can be intimidated. You can be intimidated. That one, I assure you. And at the end, I'm going to say, everyone to write down their numbers. Which number are you right now? But even as I'm continuing, if you feel like I've mentioned your number, put it down. It's not about being ashamed of where you are right now. It's about recognizing where you are right now. And that's the only way you can move to the right position. So the first one is intimidated. The second one is confused. Whenever we have powerful sessions like this, by the end of these sessions, sometimes you leave there confused. You leave there confused. And I could see some of the confusion, even in the chats, even in the groups of people. Like, okay, what should I do now? I thought I'm supposed to do this, but I heard this person talking about this, and this person is achieving success. Should I do A or B? My leader advises me to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and I just heard a powerful speaker say that they're doing 4, 5, 6. Should I do 2, 3, 4, or 4, 5, 6? Confused. As much as it's so powerful, these sessions, as much as they can be so powerful, I can tell you, they can leave you confused. You have written down goals, powerful session. And you're looking at those goals, yay, I'm confused now. I don't know what to go for. And you know what? When you are confused, you get crippled as well. You can't move, you can't act, you can't work, you can't go into actions, you can't inspire people. Can you follow someone that's confused? I bet you can't. You cannot. So when we are confused, I can assure you, we can't get the results that we want. And then we have those that are excited and they're still confused. Like, oh my gosh, I'm super excited, I'm fired up, but I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start. All I know is I want to have an amazing 2025. Please, guys, show me the way. I'm excited, but I'm also confused. I don't know where to start. And I don't want to waste this year. I'm excited, but also I'm a little bit scared because you know what? I don't want to waste this year. I want to achieve big things, but I'm also confused. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should go online, I should go offline. I don't know if I should bid locally, I should bid globally. I don't know if I should go massive on recruitment or massive on retailing. I mean, I'm just confused, but I'm excited. I have the energy. It's not like I'm down there. It's not like I'm negative. I'm not negative. I'm just confused. And you know what? When you're confused, doesn't matter if you're excited or not excited, you know, you won't get into effective actions because I'm confused. When I'm confused, I'm unable to produce effective leadership to my team because, you know what? I'm confused. It can be you are confused right now. And let me tell you one thing, guys. When I'm attending a session, powerful session with powerful leaders speaking, I go through all these stages. Something gets mentioned and I'm like, uh-oh, I can't do that. Intimidated. Have you gone to a session and the leader says, I was doing 5 presentations every day. I did that for 1 month. You get intimidated. I'm on position stage 1. Sometimes you are confused. You go through all these stages. But what we really want you to do, or the stage that we want you to get, is what I would call stage 4, where you are empowered. And when you are empowered, this is what happens. When you're empowered, is number 1, you are excited. You have the energy. You have the motivation. Your energy is there. Your energy is enough to get you into action. But because you are empowered, you also know where you need to start. You're empowered. You know where you need to start. And because you're empowered, you also know and you have made a decision firmly in your mind, understanding that this journey that I'm about to take is not going to be an easy journey. It's going to be a tough journey. I'm going to go through the challenges. I'm going to have the ups and downs. I will need to learn new things. I will need to acquire some new skills. I might need to bring a brand new team. So you are not just excited, you are actually empowered. And I want you to think about these 4 positions a little bit and really ask yourself, where are you right now? Are you intimidated, confused, excited and confused, or empowered? Just think about where you are. And the second most important question is ask yourself, which position or which stage do you think you need to be at in order for you to get the massive results that you want to get to? And I'm sure, without even asking, we all know we need to get to position number 4. We need to be empowered. When you are empowered, it goes way beyond the excitement of jumping up and down. Sometimes when you're empowered, you are not even jumping up and down. You are sitting there quietly, but inside you are boiling. If someone could put a thermometer on your blood, the temperature is 101. There is steam going on through your blood vessels right now. You are like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait for tomorrow because I know what I need to do tomorrow. We need to be empowered. We need to leave this session empowered, because if we are not going to leave this session empowered, guess what's going to happen, amazing people? This year will pass and you look back and you say, I cannot believe we are about to do another Kickstart in 2026. I cannot believe another year has passed. How do you get yourself to being empowered? I want to take you back to one great philosopher called Jim Rohn. And I've edited a little bit what he said. There are 4 ifs to make your life worthwhile. And I'm going to say there are 4 ifs for you to have an amazing 2025. And here we are talking about how we can take everything that we have learned today so that we can have an amazing 2025. And these 4 ifs are: number 1, in order for you to have an amazing 2025, 2025 will be amazing. Number 1, if you learn. Number 2, if you try. Number 3, if you continue. And number 4, amazing people, is if you finish. And I'm going to go through this in relation to what we have done, in relation to what you want to achieve. And I'm going to start with the first one, which we, up until this point, we've all done. In order for us to have an amazing 2025, 2025 will be amazing if you learn. And here you are today on this session. Here you are. The question I want to ask you is, are you learning? Or are you attending this session? Have you opened your mind to the possibilities? Are you soaking it all in? Because sometimes you could be in a training and your mind is closed. And when your mind is closed, all the nuggets that could have gotten you to where you want to be, you miss them out. So I want to ask you a question right now. Are you learning? That one, I bet, probably each and every one of us here has done that. We are learning. We are taking it all in, straight from the head to our hearts, because what gets to your heart is what will stay the longest. What gets to your heart, it will stay the longest. So we are learning. 2025 will be amazing if we learn. This one, not so hard. Let me get to the harder one, guys, is if you try. And it's about trying sometimes. It's not about being amazing. It's not about going an extra mile. It's not about going above and beyond. No, it's all about trying. And when we talk about trying, I want to take you back to the session that we've done with Dr. Elizabeth. I want to take you back there a little bit, because I don't know how you took that session. If you took it seriously, then you know you are actually designing your life there. You are designing your 2025. Now, in order for you to try, trying is about the action. In order for you to do, in order for you to take everything that you have accumulated in these past few hours, in order for you to take that and say, I'm going to put it into actions, the first thing that I tell you to do is identify your major goal or goals for this year. We've gone through the goal setting session, and I want you to go a little bit deeper and ask yourself, identify what are your major goals for this year. Identify your major goals for this year. What are they? And out of 1,000 of us, let me assume maybe about 150 of us are managers. The rest, we are not yet managers. And guess what? When you're not a manager, most of the time, the major goal or the only goal you have is to get to manager. But I want to ask you a much more challenging question. Is that the goal that's going to make you achieve everything else that you want. I read a book called The One Thing. It's called The One. And every time you need to know what is that one thing that if you accomplish that, you'll get everything else that you wanted. If you don't have the clarity of that major goal, if you have 1,000 goals and you don't know what are those major goals, what is the most important? You see on our dream board there, we have got a lot of goals, but we have major goals. We have the goal that will give everything else. And I'll tell you, our major goal for 2025, you want me to tell you? I'm not going to tell you. I want to ask you first, what is your major goal for 2025? And I want to make some suggestions here because sometimes we don't know what is possible. We don't know what is possible. And let me speak to the non-managers a little bit. Let me speak to the non-managers. Let me speak to the preferred customers. Let me speak to the assistant supervisors who are in the house. And my first advice I want to give you is please don't make your major goal to be a manager in 2025. Don't make that your major goal. Set a goal bigger than manager. Let manager be a milestone towards your major goal. Let manager be a milestone towards your major goal. Because if you don't have manager as a milestone towards your major goal, guess what's going to happen? You'll only think about achieving the position, not caring about the size of your team, not caring about how many legs you have. You'll only think about achieving the position. So does it mean that you should not have manager in your goals? It must be there. I mean, how can you start the year as a non-manager and not have a goal to be a manager? So have manager there. You've got your major goal there. And here I'm talking about the forever goals, right? Have manager there. But what is the bigger goal that will make manager to be a milestone towards the bigger goal? And I can make some suggestions and I can see some suggestions there put in. We've got forever to drive. You know what forever to drive? Oh, rather, let me tell you, the challenge with forever to drive for most people is 150 cc's. Let me put it there. And then I'll give you a hack that can help you to achieve forever to drive this year, even if right now you are just a brand new FBO. If you want to smash those 150 cc's, and I'm talking to an assistant supervisor, I'm not talking to you, a manager, who you're already getting 100 cc from your manager and you're only looking for 50 cc's extra. No. I'm talking to an assistant supervisor right now. You've got 0 people in your team, no team at all. How do you get to forever to drive? Let me give you this hack. Recruit like crazy in a short period of time and get two legs that are going to manager at the same time, or they are 1 month apart. Going to manager at the same time, or they're 1 month apart. So that if you have got 2 legs going to manager, remember the challenge is the 150. If these 2 legs are going to get to manager using a 2 months plan, it means these 2 legs on the month that they're finishing manager, they will give you 140 cc's. You understand that? So you'll only need an extra 10 cc from you and the rest of the team. You'll smash that car plan. If they are 1 month apart, these 2 legs, the month they're finishing manager, one will give you 50, another 170. That's 120. You'll only need 30 cc from you and the rest. You can still smash that. Even if they're going with a 4 months plan. When they are doing 55 cc's to finish manager, 55 cc's to finish manager, that's 110 from 2 legs. You are only looking for 40 cc's from the rest of the legs. But if you don't have these 2 legs growing at the same time, if you don't have them growing at the same time, you will not finish your car plan. You'll finish manager, you'll have car plan on your dream board there, but you're not going to achieve it. Why? Because let me say, the science of you getting to car plan is working against you. The drive is there, the energy is there, the desire is there, but the science is working against you. Car plan, that's an advice I can give you. At this point, I just want you to think about what is your major goal. Think about ego manager. We've got ego manager starting next year in May. Next year in May, we have got people, not in the UK. We've got people in Africa. We've got people in Namibia with a population of, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 million. With that Namibia, a low economy country. And then we've got people in Namibia that are smashing ego in 6 to 7 months. 6 to 7 months. That means if you want to go for ego manager next year, you need to think, how can I get to manager? Let me say latest July or September, latest, because you don't just want to bank on miracles. You better do what needs to be done right now. I'm only speaking to the assistant supervisors here. I'm not talking to you, big leader, big manager. I'm not talking to you. I'm only talking to the assistant supervisors right now, because we have got over 700 of you in this meeting. 700 of you in this meeting. That means potentially we've got 700 new managers. Potentially we've got 700 new ego managers. Potentially we've got 700 new forever to drive qualifiers. It's possible. We have someone in Burundi. Burundi, guys, do you know how small Burundi is? Can you go Google Burundi and see how Burundi looks like? And we have someone in Burundi who in January was an assistant supervisor, and he finished the year as a forever to drive qualifier. He's a forever to drive qualifier. Did 199 CCs non-manager, total CCs 200 plus in Burundi, not in Tanzania, not in South Africa, not in the UK, in Burundi. Guys, have you ever been to Burundi? I've been there a number of times in Burundi. So we're right now, 700 people. I'm talking to the 700 people, assistant supervisors that you're listening to me. If someone can do that in Burundi, you can do it wherever you are right now. Let's go for it. And everything that has been trained and shared here was to prepare you to the fact that you can achieve whatever it is that you want. You have learned, yes. Now let's get to the action. Let's get to the doing. Define that major goal. For us managers and above, you know, what are the big things that you want to go for this year? Decide what is that major goal. For us, our major goal, and we analyze that major goal, and we saw smashing that major goal will give us the rest of the goals. Is chairman's bonus level 3. Chairman's bonus level 3. And let me tell you something. We qualified for chairman's bonus last year, 2024. And we did not do chairman's bonus level 2. Big lesson for us. Massive lesson for us. Painful lesson for us. Expensive lesson for us. Super expensive lesson. And we're going to move from level 1 to level 3. Level 1 to level 3. We're going to get those 6 lines of managers to qualify for chairman's bonus. And we know that's a major goal. Now, we need to identify what is that major goal. Because, you know, in between there's so many other goals. There's being Sapphire Ego managers, there's GLT, there's all of that. What is the major goal? And that major goal has to be, that major goal, thank you, my leader, Tobeka, that major goal has to be opening up the rest of the big goals that you have for you. Define, decide, what is that major goal, my leaders? Whichever it is that you're going for. You're a manager right now. Let me tell you, we have someone that started the year in Burundi as a plain manager with no 600cc manager, created a manager in 2024. And that manager who was created in 2024 went on to do 600cc's. If my memory is correct, my wife can help me. This chairman's bonus qualifier created a manager by June, if I'm not mistaken. June or May, somewhere there. So in few months, that manager did 600cc. So my fellow managers that you are here, we were told by Elizabeth to stretch our goals, to put that goal that's going to make you, you know, tremble a little bit. What will be that goal that's going to make, you got to decide that, because if you don't identify that major goal, how are you going to make sure that you have the right strategies and actions that are driving you to your major goal? Finished manager in June, guys. So right now you could be a plain manager. You have no manager in your team and you want to qualify chairman's bonus this year. Well, you can create a manager by June. And from July to December, that manager can do 600 and you can still qualify for chairman's bonus. And if we have got 100 plus managers listening right now, if we have got 100 plus managers listening right now, that means we have the potential of creating 100 chairman's bonus qualifications this year in 2025. That's the possibility. And I know somewhere along the way, you cannot even say, I can do it. And I want to remind you, some of these goals, they're scary. Some of these goals, they have a lot of pieces into it. They need so many people to do what they're supposed to do. I get that. And sometimes you cannot even have the courage to say, I'm smashing this. Sometimes the only thing you can tell yourself is it's possible. It's possible. And if it's possible, then I'm going to go for it. I will go for it. Put that goal, chairman's bonus, global rally, 1,500 cc's. 1,500 cc's is equal to 4 cc's a day. 4 cc's, you and your whole massive team a day equals to 1,500 cc at the end of the year. You want to go for ego manager. Ego manager means you and everybody in your team. Can you get 2 cc's into your system on daily basis? That will get you to ego manager. That will get you to ego manager. And I can tell you, you can't put in the actions and start working the actions if I don't know what is my major goal. Once you identify your major goal, ask yourself the tough questions. What do I need? What do I need here to achieve this goal? What do I need? And sometimes when you look at what is it that you need, you might be scared a little bit. You might be scared because maybe you thought you needed to recruit 5 people to become a manager. No, you need more than 5. I said if you have 2 people going for manager, you have a chance of you qualifying for chairman's bonus. For forever to drive. Now the question comes, how can you get 2 people going for manager at the same time? Let's use the forever averages. Out of 10, expect 1. So it means if I recruit 10 people, I'm expecting 1 to be going to manager. And if I'm expecting 1 to be going to manager, I need 2 to go to manager at the same time. That means in maximum 2 months, you need to have recruited 20 people. Now, once you hear recruiting 20 people in 2 months, 2 things. Number 1, you either change your goal and say, I'm not going for forever to drive. Or number 2, you say, what is it that I need to do to have this happening? What actions do I need to take? What skills do I need? What kind of a strategy do I need that will help me recruit more? What kind of tools do I need? Maybe I need to create a new video. Maybe I need to work harder. Maybe I need to do more meetings. It starts with you first knowing what is the goal. Then you can go into actions. Let me tell you, if we just leave you here excited with I'm going for forever to drive and not kind of break it down to what is it you need to do in the next 3 months, you'll just be excited, but your actions will not match the goals that you have. We can call that you are excited and confused. We want you to be empowered. And in order for you to be empowered, you need to have your goals out there, fantastic. But then you need to come all the way to January and ask yourself, January to March, what is it that I need to push for? One of our major goals this year is GLT. GLT, and mentioning GLT as our major goal, it touches our hearts. It makes us feel good. Mentioning GLT makes us feel like, wow, one of those things, like Elisa said it and then Vero echoed it. Like, can you imagine how you will feel when you've achieved this goal? Now we're thinking, can we imagine how we're going to feel when it's January 2026 and we are being introduced on a Kickstart again? And this time, the speaker is not saying these people have been GLTs. No. This time around, the person introducing us is going to say, we are about to hear from brand new GLTs. We are about to hear from GLTs. The feeling of that. And we realize if we want to go for GLT, we need to set a target of by March. How many CCs should we be doing? And while we are setting that target, let me give you a tip here, guys. Let me give you a tip here. When you want to set your goals for total CCs, don't just look at what you did last year in total and use that number to define what you can achieve in 2025. Don't just take the average. No, don't do that. One tip I can give you, look at what you did the past 3 months. Look at how many CCs you did in December, how many CCs you did in November, how many CCs you did in October. These 3 months, they give you an idea of where your business is right now. Because where you were January 2024, February 2024, March 2024, and where you are now, January 2025, might be totally different. Totally different. So if you look at what you did, December, November, and October, these 3 months, let it guide you. Let it guide you to what can be your goal in the next 3 months. And we did that. And we said, you know what? GLT means 625 cc's a month. And we said, okay, we need to hit 600 cc's by March. By March. So now we know we need to hit 600 cc's by March. I want you to understand how we are moving from being excited and confused, and now we are moving the goal to now being empowered. When we're empowered, we have clarity of what we need to achieve in the next 3 months. And I don't just want you to be jumping up and down saying, I'm going to smash this year, and you have no clue of what you need to do just in the next 3 months. That would be an error. So we have that milestone of what needs to happen in the next 3 months. So we know March, we need to hit that 600 cc's. And if March we don't hit 600 cc's, 2 things need to happen. Number 1, kill the goal of GLT, which is not going to happen. Number 2, get back on drawing board and ask yourself, what is it that needs to be done differently? What do I need to change? Where do I need to stretch myself more? Where can I get more growth? Let me speak to my fellow big leaders here. Something that you need to also analyze in your team. You are looking for growth. And let me ask you, so that you can ask this yourself. Sometimes it's easier to move people from 50 cc's to 75 cc's, 25 cc growth. Sometimes it's easier to do that than it is to move people from 20 cc's to 50 cc's. And sometimes it's easier to move people from 20 to 50 than it is to move people from 50 to 75. Both will give you a growth of 25 cc's. But where should you put your energy? Where should you put your focus so that you can smash the goal? Because there is no patting yourself on the back and saying, I missed the goal. No. We can put the right strategies. Now, let me speak to my fellow FBOs right now, who maybe right now you are an assistant supervisor and you want to go to supervisor. Look at your team and ask yourself. Right now, you're an assistant supervisor. You have done a total of 4 cc's. Guys, my training is like, too many numbers, right? I'm the opposite of Carlton. Carlton doesn't like numbers, and then I love numbers. You see how it is? Pick your way. You understand? Now, let me get back to the assistant supervisor. You are doing 4 cc's right now. You and your whole team, you've got people in your team doing 0.8, 0.1, and 1 cc's. You want to go 10 cc, you want to go 20 cc's, right? You want to go 10, you want to go 20. You got to ask yourself, is it easier to move these 0.8 people to 4 cc's? Or is it easier to take this one person doing 4 cc's and move this person to 10? That's for you to decide. That's for you to look at your team, right? The most important thing is you need to understand what needs to happen. What do I need to grow? Because I want to have growth. We want to grow this year. What do I need to do in order for me to have the growth? First, identify the major goal. And when you're looking for growth, when you're looking for changes, be careful. Be careful, because sometimes we think growth will come by changing what is easy, or by changing what does not make us uncomfortable. We think growth will come from that. And sometimes the growth you are looking for will only come by you changing what needs to be changed. Let me give you an example here. I'm gonna put up something here. I want you to take a look at that. Take a look at that. Your first $1,000 is from work. Your first 100,000 is from skill. And your first 1 million is from systems. Why did I put that? Why did I put that? Because I can tell you, sometimes we fail to try, we fail to do because we think what needs to change is maybe the trainings that are being done by your leaders. Maybe we think what needs to change is the way your country is running forever. We think what needs to change are the big things out there. But sometimes, or maybe many times, what needs to change is just me. I just need to get myself to work a little bit harder. That's it. Maybe it's not about a new video. It's not about a new tool. It's not even about the system sometimes. Let me bring something to the surface here. One major thing that Kauta said yesterday is, number one, they have a system. Number two, and I don't want you to ignore the number two. The number two is she puts 20 people into that system on a monthly basis. Now, it's so easy. It's so easy for me as an assistant supervisor to fold my hands and say, you know what, if we had a system like the one which Kauta's sponsors have, if we had that system, I'm telling you right now, my whole team here could have been doing wonders. No, that system will do nothing if you're not putting 20 people into that system. I bet that system is open to everyone in the Benelux. But why is it Kauta benefited from that system? Why? Why? Because she recognized that in order for things to happen, there are things which she must do. There are things which she must do. So I cannot tell you guys, we are so determined about creating this system, and it will be out very soon. And my prayer to you is you work so that the system can work for you. As Elizabeth has said there, the system doesn't work if you don't work for you. So 2025 will be amazing. Number one, if we learn. Number two is if we try. And trying means is doing. Doing is mean putting the work. Number three is if we continue. We've got 12 months to focus, 12 months to work hard, 12 months to remain having that tunnel vision towards the goal that you have identified is major. You need 12 months, tunnel vision towards that goal. 12 months is what you need to continue. What if you won't continue? What if you'll only be excited for 1 week after this session? What if by February, everything that you're excited with right now is gone? You need to continue. And these are some of the things that will help you continue. Number one, having a dream board. It will help you to continue. We have this, we look at it a number of times. Have that dream board, the process of creating it. It will help you to crystallize and to register in your mind, both conscious and subconscious, that whatever that I'm putting here is important. This will help you to continue. One more thing that will help you to continue, guys, set smaller milestones. And we've heard about this book from last year, and we're still going to talk about it because it's profound. The 12-week year. Set those smaller milestones. We have set our smaller milestone. We have set our 600 cc's by March. We've set our smaller milestone. Have you set your smaller milestone? You want to go for Forever to Drive this year? Let me tell you, how many people are you planning to recruit in the next 2 months? How many people are you planning to recruit in the next 3 months? What is that smaller milestone? Because if I don't have that smaller milestone, first of all, I'll have nothing to celebrate until December. That's dangerous. You'll probably lose focus. If I don't have the smaller milestone, I'll have nothing to get me back on track until December. Dangerous, because you will find yourself way off track. There's a book called Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. Slight Edge, and it talks about how success is all about getting back on track. And that's why no matter how amazing your car is and the road is straight, while driving it, you'll always be moving the steering wheel left and right. That means I'm getting back. I'm getting back on track. I'm getting back on track. Now, try this. Try to remove your hands. Just put the steering wheel straight. Find the most straight road you can find in the world and just step on that accelerator and do nothing to the steering wheel. Try to do that for 1 minute. Can you try to do that for 1 minute and see? Can you do that for 5 minutes? Now, can you be so crazy and do that for 1 day? For 1 day, I'm telling you, you will be coming from Walvis Bay and you are going to Windhoek. And if you do that for 1 day, you're just stepping on the accelerator, you're not touching the steering wheel, you'll find yourself heading to Ochiwarongo, and you won't even know how you got to Ochiwarongo because you are not getting yourself back on track. So me and you here, the goals that we have set, no matter how amazing they are, no matter how possible they are, if we are not going to have the smaller milestones in between, we will still find ourselves off track. We are not going to make it happen. We will not achieve the goals that we want to achieve, my fellow FBOs, my amazing people here. We will not achieve that. We have to keep the focus. We were praying today with the kids, and one of our sons was praying, and when he was praying, he was talking about traveling. And he was praying and saying, God, we thank you for everything. And he said, we thank you. We ask you to protect us as we travel. And he said, as we travel to Paris this year, and he continued praying, and he said, as we travel also to Dubai next year, they know there's going to Paris this year and there's going to Dubai next year. The dream is there. And even him, as young as he is, he knows just having the dream is not enough. There has to be a way to protect that path towards the goal and the dream. So me and you leaders, the goal that you have picked for yourself, have you created the smaller milestones in between? Have you created the smaller milestones? And I wanna kind of pause a little bit here and ask you to think a little bit. Do you have, first of all, the major goal? If you already have the major goal, can you put number 1 on the chart? I don't just want us to go through the training and leave you still confused. Do you have the major goal? If you already have the major goal, can you put number 1? If you already have the major goal. I'm putting number 1. I have mine. You have the major goal. Good. Awesome. 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 The second question that I want to ask is, do you have clarity of the actions you need to take? Do you have clarity of the actions you need to take? Not to achieve your 12-month goal, but to achieve the first milestone of the first 3 months. Do you have the clarity of the actions that you need to take? If you have the clarity, can you put number 2? If you have clarity of the actions that you need to take, can you put number 2? Because then we are becoming empowered leaders. Then we are becoming empowered now. We can't be empowered if we don't know what is it that we need to do tomorrow or maybe tonight. There is no empowerment if it's only in the mind. Empowerment, it has to get to our feet there. Head in the cloud, feet on the ground. Head in the cloud, feet on the ground. Head in the cloud, feet on the ground. We need to have the clarity of the actions that need to be taken. Let me bring back this slide here. The what needs to happen, the what it takes, the number of people you need to recruit. Do you have it there? Do you have it there? Number 3, what's your plan to make sure that you don't lose focus? What's your plan to make sure that you don't lose focus? Do you have that? What's the plan to make sure you don't lose focus? Have you thought about that? Because I can tell you for a fact, you will be distracted. And I'm not worried about the negative distractions. I'm more worried about the positive distractions. I'm worried about the positive distractions. I'm worried about the distractions from your fellow FBOs. I'm worried about how much time you're going to spend with your fellow FBOs chit-chatting and talking about how amazing 2025 is going to be while we are doing nothing. I'm worried about those positive distractions. I'm worried about those positive distractions. I'm worried about you being in a training and your mind is closed, but you're in the training. So as your leader, I'm actually confused because you are there in the training. You are taking notes sometimes, but your mind is like closed, like, I don't think these things can work for me. You know, I'm writing them, but this is not going to happen for me. I'm worried about the positive distractions there. Slowly they come, you know, it's like a small kick. You know, Jim Rohn said, someone just an elbow push, and you're way away. How are you planning to put yourself back on track? How are you planning to keep yourself focused and motivated? And everybody gets focused and motivated differently. Some get focused and motivated by reading books, some by attending sessions, some they just need to look at their goals and they're out in the streets pushing the business. And some maybe they need a little bit more. Some they need a call from the upline. I can tell you, even as a leader, you know, it's very important to understand where your strength is. And I'll talk a little bit about the strength, but I want to come back to getting yourself back on track, getting yourself motivated and focused, because you're going to need, it's difficult, almost impossible to motivate others while you are not motivated. Difficult, almost impossible. So how are you going to keep yourself motivated in 2025? Do you have a plan for that? What events are you going to attend? Let me tell you, January, I'm going to be in Rwanda attending the East Africa Success Weekend. We have Kuji, brand new diamond manager, coming to train us. Oh, I'm telling you, my first quarter of the year properly done with motivation. From there, February, I'm going to South Africa. We'll be attending the Rise Up. We'll be attending the Managers Convention. The same February, we leveled up. We'll be going to Dominican Republic. All those gonna keep us motivated. April, we are in Paris. What do you have ahead of you that's gonna keep you focused? Maybe you can't be in South Africa. Maybe you can't be in Dominican Republic. Maybe you can't be in Paris. What is it that you're gonna do to make you motivated? It's very important we come back to who we are. And let me share something here, guys. You know, one of the major things that you need to learn whenever you are in sessions like this is learn to take the right lessons. What do I mean by that? If I'm talking right now, if I'm training right now, I know by default, you might feel like copying Enos. You might feel like copying what Enos is doing. But I want you to go a little bit deeper than that. I want you to understand the fact that Enos is doing what he's doing based on his strength, and he knows what he's good at. So he's putting most of his time in what he is good at. When I was listening to Kauta yesterday, oh my gosh, I keep mentioning her because she totally inspired me, guys, to the core. And some of the lessons that I got from her is, number one, she has totally understood where her strength is. She knows how to interact with people, belly to belly, eyes to eyes. She's using that strength. Now, I want to ask you, look deeply into yourself and ask yourself, where is your strength? Maybe your strength is a little bit different. Maybe your strength is in recording powerful audios. Find where your strength is and ask yourself, how can I use that to help me build a massive business? Find where your strength is. Maybe your strength is patience. Maybe you have the strength of patience. How can you use that to help you build your business? How can you use that? Maybe you're someone who values personal development. How can you use that to help you build your business? Find your strength. What is it that you're good at? Rolf Kip talked about one of the best things about Forever is the fact that you don't have to change. You can be whatever you are, whoever you are, and you can still build a massive business. You don't have to change. And if you don't get that correctly, it might make you think, I actually need to change. No, you don't need to change. You need to ask yourself, what are you comfortable doing? What are you good at? Go for that. Go big. Go big. Whatever it is that you have recognized as your strength, go massive on it. Go massive on it. Because if you are not working on your strength, guess what's going to happen? If you're not working on your strength, then I can assure you, you won't get the best results because you are using your weaknesses. You're using your weaknesses. So come back, 2025. Someone said their strength is content creation. Fantastic strength. It's a weakness to so many people. How do you use content creation, to help you build a massive business? What kind of content can you create? Can you go an extra mile and create contents that your team can just copy and implement so that those that are not good at content creation, they can benefit from that? Can you do that? Maybe your strength is in presentations. Can you record powerful presentations so that people in your team who don't have the strength of presentation, they can use your strength to build their business? Keep asking yourself, what am I good at? And how in the world can I use what I'm good at, to build a massive business? Go for that. Someone said they have a strength of developing others, developing people, developing leaders. If that is your strength, then you say, oh my gosh, I can grow people. I can make people believe in themselves. I can make people go an extra mile. That's developing people. How do I use that to help me build my business? Maybe even when I'm prospecting, I won't be prospecting like, hey guys, come join this amazing business. You're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4. No. I'm going to go like, hey guys, come join this business. Because when you join business, you have the advantage of being coached, how you can be able to grow, how you can develop. And this is how we help you. We do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are using your strength in building your business. Let me come back to these 4 ifs. Life 2025 will be amazing if we learn, and that we are doing. Number 2 is if we try, and number 3 is if we continue. How do you feel when you're driving around and you see an abandoned building? A building, not an abandoned building, an abandoned, unfinished building. When you see a building that has been built, they just finished the foundation, and you look at the color of the foundation, you bet that foundation has remained like that for 10 years. How do you feel? Do you get excited with that and say, wow, that's amazing? You don't. Nobody get excited with unfinished work. Nobody. So we got to continue. Will it make sense if in my business, if someone takes a binoculars and say, let me start zooming into Enos's business? Will it excite someone if the only thing they see is foundations, and I don't see things through? I don't see things through. I give up. The moment I get challenges, I give up. I look for something else. At one moment I say, you know what? Now my team is not working, so I'm going to build a new team. I've left that team, unfinished building. I've gone to start building. I start building a new team and I'm like, oh my gosh, these prospects, they have issues. They don't join. Let me just go back to retailing. I go back to retailing. Let me just retail. I've got a foundation there unfinished, a foundation there. If someone brings and see all those unfinished foundations, nobody can get excited with that. Nobody. We need amazing people. We need amazing people to continue. We need to continue. And if you think about continuing, I want you to ask yourself, will it be worth it for you to continue pushing for goals that don't matter to you? That's why what we did with Dr. Elizabeth, super important. Identifying what is it that you want. Connecting your forever business with everything that is important. And let me tell you, amazing people, one thing that I love about forever is the fact that literally it can make you achieve everything else that you want. It can just start with forever. And it can make you achieve everything else that you want. And we have made the right choice being in this business. And speaking of choice, let me share a story that I shared with people a few days ago, and they liked it, and I want to share it with you. This is a story about a tycoon, a rich billionaire who was in Nigeria, a billionaire, super wealthy. He had a lot of wealth, lots of businesses, mansions, you talk about expensive cars, he has them at home. And this billionaire, unfortunately, he was only blessed with one child, a son. And this son of his, grew up naughty. This son of his was not listening to the father. He was misusing a lot of his father's wealth, misspending the money, everything that is given, like, okay, run this business, that business collapses. He wasn't serious. He wasn't taking care of things. And that billionaire, luckily, he had a servant. He had a servant that was smart. He had a servant that was a bit obedient. And every time the son could not do something, the billionaire gives the same project to the servant, and the servant, makes the project successful. And life went on like that. The son is messing up, the servant is doing amazing. And this billionaire got super old, and he felt like, I think my days in this world now, they're numbered. Now it's about time I give inheritance. So he called his son, very angry, come. And he called the servant, come. And he told the son, today I'm writing my will. And I've called you here so that whatever I write here, you know, and you are aware, and you are here with me, so that you don't bring any problems the day that I'm gone. So he looked at the servant and said, thank you. Thank you, servant. You have been amazing. You have helped me with so many things. And he looked at the son and said, you have been a disaster. So, my servant, I'm giving you an opportunity to choose anything that you want from my possessions. Choose anything. And whatever you choose, I'm writing it down, and it's going to be yours, and you'll be in control of that. And no one should question that. And the servant started mentioning, I'm choosing the petroleum business. I'm choosing the mansions. I'm choosing the cars, and he's writing down, I'm choosing that company. I'm choosing that building. I'm choosing that real estate business. And the son is there looking at the father like, really, my dad, you're doing this to me? He's literally about to cry that he's losing everything. And the father, because he's the father, he became a little bit sad, and he felt sorry for the son, and he looked at the son, and he said, okay, because you're about to cry, I'm going to give you a chance to choose. And I'm just going to give you one thing to choose. You just choose one thing very quickly, and that's it. That's the only thing you're going to have control of, okay? And the son, still crying, looked at the father, and he said, I choose the servant. The son chose the servant. Woo, smart son, right? Crazy as it is, but he chose the servant. And the fact that he chose the servant, he was still in control of each and everything else. Amazing people, 1,000 plus of us. How lucky are we? We got an opportunity to choose forever. And just choosing forever opens up everything else. Choosing forever opens up everything else. So plan. How are you going to continue? And how are you going to finish achieving the goals that you have set for yourselves? How are you going to finish those goals? What goals are those that you want to make sure you see them happening? What are those goals that you want to see them getting finished? If we meet at the end of 2025 and you're looking at your goals, have you finished what you started? Have you finished the journey? Have you achieved the goals that you wanted to achieve? And if you think about finishing, very important, you want to finish. And finishing is about accomplishing. Finishing is about accomplishing. Staying, continuing is remaining focused. Finishing is about accomplishing. And I'll share with you some of the key things you need to do so that you can accomplish the goals. Number one, crucial, track. Track those goals. That goal which you have put down, that goal, track it. Don't leave it out there in the universe. No, track it down. Every year, we fail to achieve a major goal. Every year, we fail to achieve a major goal. If we look closely, we see the error started with tracking. We are not tracking that goal. And because we are not tracking that goal, we started going off course unknowingly. Whatever you want to improve, you need to track it. Those CCs you want to achieve, you need to track those CCs. You've got to track that goal. You've got to push, but you've got to track it, because without tracking, you can't know if you are going the right direction or you're not going the right direction. You have to track that goal. Very important. Don't bank on miracles. Don't bank on miracles. Bank on your own hard work. Don't bank on miracles. Sometimes we fail to finish the goals that we have set because we somehow believe miraculously somewhere along the ways people will show up in my team. You know, people will join in my team and things will happen. We are banking on the miracles. Don't bank on the miracles, my leader. Don't bank on the miracles. And when you're banking on the miracles, most of the times you panic a little bit too late. By the time you are putting your feet on the ground, you know, it gets to that moment where you are putting your feet on the ground and saying, you know what, let me start pushing. And sometimes we start pushing, but it's a little bit late. And the only thing you needed was an extra 1 week. Have you ever failed to achieve a goal and you feel, if I just got 1 more week, I could have achieved this goal? Sometimes if you just got 1 more month, you could have achieved that goal. And for some people, if you just got 1 more day, every time at the end of the month, when we're about to close the office, I'm there in the office, I'm with people that are on the blink of either achieving or losing their goals, achieving or losing their goals. And literally they have hours left, guys. And what they always tell me is, Enos, can you do me a favor? Can you add tomorrow? Can you please close the month tomorrow? I just need a few more hours and I'm going to achieve this goal. I'm going to achieve this goal. How did this person get to a point where they need a few hours? It's because they did not track it. It's because they banked on a miracle. It's because at the end of week 1, you had 1 cc and the goal was 20 cc, and you somehow chose to close your eyes, consciously or subconsciously, to the fact that I only have 1 cc while I need 20 at the end of the week. Come week 2, I've got 4 cc's, but I need 20 by the end of the month. And here I am. I'm banking on a miracle. I'm saying things can still happen. Things can change. You know what, Enos? The last week of the month, that's when things happen. I'm banking on that miracle. And comes that last week of the month and things don't happen as I thought. And sometimes for good reason. Sometimes the people you're working with, maybe they get a real emergency and they cannot show up and they would have. And guess what? All you needed was just that extra 1 day and you could have achieved that goal. And that 1 day will not be there one day. One day you'll not get that extra 1 day, my leader. And if you want to finish your goals in 2025, if you want to finish that Forever to Drive, don't bank on a miracle. If you want to finish that manager, please don't bank on a miracle. Don't turn a deaf ear to the information, to the feedback, that's coming straight on your face. Like, hey, something has got to change here, Enos. You are not going the right direction. Let me not turn a deaf ear to that and say, you know what? I've been taught to be positive and to believe everything is possible. So I'm going to ignore that. And I'm just going to continue walking the same way I'm walking. I'm going to keep the same direction and still believe I'm going to achieve it. Let me tell you something. When you do that, this is what's going to happen. You learned, you had the first if, you learned, you did it. You are working the business. People who are on that point, powerful point, painful point, they were not lazy. They worked the business. So you did the first if, you learned, you did it, you worked the business, you even continued. You did not stop along the way. You did not give up. No. You did not give up. You're not someone that left an unfinished foundation. No. You went until the end. You continued, but you did not finish it. You did not finish it. And when you don't finish, I can tell you, it's as painful as almost someone that just left the unfinished foundation. So here we are, 2025. We don't want 2025 to end with you not finishing the goals that you could have finished. We don't want it to get to December 31st and you feel like, can they add 2 more days so that we close the month on the 3rd of 2026 so that I can finish my major goal? You don't want that. And why am I speaking this very seriously and strongly because I have experienced that a number of times myself. I've experienced that. And it has caused me to lose in achieving, in finishing some of the goals, and some of them are major. And we don't want to go through the same in 2025. We can be able to achieve the goals that we want to achieve. We can be able to smash what we want to smash. And I want you to take a moment, please. Think about the goals that you want. Think about those major goals that you want to achieve. Think about that life, because at the end of the day, if you are not working on something which is important to you, all the effort is going to be in vain. It's not going to be worth it, guys. It won't be worth it. And you want it to be worth it. You know, you want to look back and say, you know what? I fought a good fight and this was amazing. You want to finish those goals. So set the correct deadlines. Set the correct deadlines. Because if you don't set the correct deadlines, let me assure you, by the end of this year, you will not achieve the goals that you want to achieve. Set the correct deadlines. Set the correct deadlines, amazing people. We want to be empowered here. We don't just want to have the energy, no, we want to be empowered here. We want to have the clarity of where are we starting? How are we keeping the focus to make sure that we achieve what we wanted to achieve? We've got to be empowered leaders. We've got to be empowered. Think about those goals. Think about how beautiful this gift of 2025 is going to be. Think about it. How amazing if we are finishing 2025 and you look back, you have literally smashed all your goals. Maybe you're a chairman's bonus qualifier. Maybe you are an ego manager. Maybe you are a brand new manager. Maybe you have not qualified chairman's bonus. Maybe you have not qualified forever to drive, but you are a 100cc achiever. How amazing is that? 100cc achiever. Think about those goals. And what will they mean to you and your family? What will they mean? The journey that we have started, we want to finish this journey, and we want to make sure that we finish this journey strongly. And the only way we can be able to finish this journey strongly is if we remind ourselves that this is, yes, it's going to be a journey. And it's not going to be a tough journey. I mean, it's not going to be an easy journey. It's going to be tough. It will have its ups and downs. So the moment you feel like things are tough, don't be too quick to think that maybe you are in a wrong business. Don't be too quick to think that maybe you are not doing what it's supposed to be. No, it's going to be tough. And sometimes the way we have done the business, maybe the way we have shared the business to you, it has given you a wrong impression that it's going to be easy. No, it's going to be tough. I remember Muhammad Ali was asked, how many sit-ups do you do? And his answer was, I don't count until when it starts hurting. That means when it starts hurting, that when he starts to count. It starts to count when it starts hurting. And it's going to be painful at some point. It's going to be tough at some point. And that's why we are here to remind each and every one of you that at the end of the day, it is going to be worth it. It is going to be worth it. And before I fully finish this, and I will bring back our top leader, Vero, to give her final words. Before we fully finish this, I want to play a video here because we've talked about so many things today. We've talked about a lot of hard work that is ahead of us. And sometimes when you think about this hard work, you might be asking yourself, should I go all out? Should I push like the way I'm expected to push? Is it going to be worth it? Is it going to be worth it? And I want to bring back one amazing person called Jim Rohn. And this time I'm not going to speak on his behalf. I'll let him talk to you directly. I'll let him ask you 4 questions. 4 questions which are important for you to think about. 4 questions for you to ponder. And I'll need to get you a confirmation if the audio will be clear. If it's not clear, please let me know. I'll find a different way for me to play this video. Are you ready, guys? 4 questions from Jim Rohn.
I want you to ponder these 4 questions. The first question to ponder when you go home is why? Why go this far? Why try to learn this much? Why study? Why put yourself out? Why try to earn as much as you can earn, share as much as you can share? Why try to become all that you can possibly become? Why develop yourself to the full? Why try to do it all? Why try to take on this much responsibility? Develop every skill you possibly can, see every human you possibly can, go to every class you possibly can, touch everybody you possibly can. Why do that much? Why go that far? Why share that much? Why give that much away? Why try to see everything? Why try to do everything? Why try to become everything? The first question to ponder when you go home is why. Here's another good answer to why. It's the second question. Why not? Why not see how much you can earn? Why not see how much you can learn? Why not see how many skills you can develop? Why not see what kind of person you can become? Why not see what kind of influence you can have? Why not see how many people you can rescue from oblivion? I want you to take that personal. Why not? Why not? You've got to stay here till you go. I mean, what else are you going to do? Why not see how much you can do, how far you can go? Now, here's number 3. Why not you? You've got the brains. You can make decisions. You can study the plan. You can change your life. You can grow immensely in the next few years. You can make your dreams come true. You can build a financial wall around your family nothing can get through. You can become healthy. You can become powerful. Why not you? My very last question on the questions to ponder is why not now? There never was a better time. And what a time now for us to take this dream and not let it die. Take this dream and give it life. Take this dream and breathe into it your own personal spirit until finally it becomes a flame that burns around the whole world.
Why not now? You think about all those 4 major questions, and I'll tell you, we are at the beginning of 2025. And the very last question is very important for us to ask ourselves is why not now? Why not now? Why not now starting the journey to manager? Why not now start the journey to go to supervisor? Why not now start recruiting 10 to 20 people each and every month? Why not now? Why not now start the journey of transforming your family's life? Why not now starting giving your family the life that you all know that you want them to have? Why not now? This is the time. And I can tell you, there might be moments somewhere along the way as we are building the business, there might be moments where you will be questioning yourself like, should I push this much? Should I really go an extra mile? There'll be moments that you'll even be a little bit negative towards yourself, especially if you're a parent. How many times you might need to be away from your kids, and here we are telling you that you are building the business for your kids, and you're away from your kids all that time, and something might pop in your mind and say, you know what, why? Why am I pushing this much? And when you get that question, don't forget to ask yourself the second question, why not? Why not push now? Why not? If others are pushing, why not me? If others are achieving, why not me? If others are making it, why not me? If others are making it, why not me? And a very important question is, why not me now? We can do it, people. We can do it, amazing people. All the non-managers that you are here, yes, you can be a Forever to Drive qualifier this year. Yes, you can be an ego manager this year. Yes, you can be able to hit 100 cc's. Yes, you can be able to do it. All of us here who are already managers, we can smash that chairman's bonus. Ego manager is not even a question. It's for us to go smash it. If others are doing it, why not us? If others are making it, then why not me? If they can do it, then it's possible. And even if I cannot sit down and confidently saying that I'm going to make it happen, I can at least say that it's possible. And if it's possible, it can be possible to me. If it can happen to others, it can also happen to me. Remember those questions, because the people around you might question you one day. Why? Why are you working so hard? And the answer should be straightforward on their faces. Why not? Why not? And sometimes you'll be yourself asking yourself, and you should always be answering yourself, why not? And why not me? And more importantly, why not now? Let me tell you our promise to you. This is our promise to you. We're going to hold each other's hands. And if we're in a room right now, I would say, you know what? Let's hold each other's hands firmly and strongly. And we commit to each other that this year, 2025, we're going to take those steps with you. This year, 2025, if you're going to be stepping on fire, we'll be right beside you, stepping on that fire with you. This 2025, when you're getting knocked down, we'll be there beside you, holding your hand, getting yourself back up so that we keep the focus, we keep the push as we go towards finishing what we started. Finishing what we started. Because we have this gift here called 2025, and we are not wasting it. We are not wasting it even a little bit. We are not wasting it. Let us go through the sleepless nights, but we are not wasting it. Our commitment to you is we're going to hold your hands. We will be together. And our request from you, keep holding our hands as well as we take this journey, as we grow to levels that we have never been to. I want to thank each and every one of you once again. I want to thank Veronica, and I'm going to bring her back to close our meeting. And what I'm seeing ahead of us is just victory. What I'm seeing ahead of us is winning. What I'm seeing ahead of us is success. What I'm seeing ahead of us is goals getting smashed. What I'm seeing ahead of us is falling down and getting ourselves back up. What I'm seeing ahead of us is people talking negative towards us, and that negativity comes and bouncing it off. That's what I'm seeing ahead of us, amazing people. We are ready for 2025, and we're going to make it happen. Thank you all so very much. And don't forget to pray, amazing people. Keep praying. And I can tell you, if we put God first in everything that we do, ain't nothing out there that's going to stop you. Nothing. We are going to smash whatever it is that we want. Thank you all so very much. And I'm personally ready for 2025. See you at work, amazing people. Thank you so much.
Wow. That was powerful. Guys, I am speechless. I've been writing notes. I've been writing my goals, rewriting them. I've even done a volume map. Wrote all, guys, if you're my manager here and you're in this meeting, just know I've already written you down on my paper. It was just a moment where we really got that direction that we actually needed. And as our leader started, he started by saying, are you confused? Are you, what does this meeting, or rather this event is bringing to you? But after this session, I know, plus every other speaker before, and the skills, like I can even feel my tone has changed. I mean, can you guys feel it? It's just amazing. I believe we have gotten the direction that we needed, and it's just beautiful. Thank you so much, Leader Enos. We really appreciate you. And did I tell you that he's an amazing communicator? And one thing I love about this is the fact that, to be able to carry everybody You know, everybody, regardless of your state of your business right now, regardless of the state of your mind right now, regardless of, you know, like everybody has been included to make sure that by the time we are finishing this Kickstart, everybody knows where they are, you know? And that last video of why not me, and why not now? Like, ladies and gentlemen, this is 2025. And it's just the beginning. And well, unfortunately, we are almost closing the first week, but still, it is too much time to actually be able to achieve the goals. But then if yes, we don't track, if we don't, you know, we don't break this year down, then as our leader said and every other speaker said, this Kickstart is just going to help you to kickstart, but you have to do the work. You have to be able to do all that you've been able to, you know, to get and to learn. And the speakers have done amazing into delivering from the heart. And I just want to say that we have got what we need to be able to achieve whatever that we want to achieve this 2025. You know, I hope you have written your goals down. If you did not finish, then yes, go and do finish the goals that you're supposed to do. Like this goal setting activity, you need to do it. You know, you need to do it. I mean, start with even 10 of them. You understand? You need to do what we are asked to do today. You know, and I'm sure down the line, as the speakers we are speaking, you are looking at a person. I don't write a lot of notes, but I do write in cycles. I write and then I write and then I cycle, you know? And so I hope you're gonna go through your notes again, like on a quiet space where you can be able to write what you need to be, you need to write. So we have written goals, we are challenged, we got the fire that we need, you know, we got the direction that we need, you know, we are no longer confused, I believe. We are now empowered to be able to go and achieve what we want to achieve. And so I'm having a gift to you. Do you want a gift? I mean, personally, like last year was an amazing year. And really, like, not just for myself, but for so many people in my team. And I believe it was an amazing year for a lot of you as well, like globally. And what I'm gonna give to you right now is something that really has contributed to the growth that you've been able to experience. Now, if you're part of my team also and you have not heard about this, maybe you're new and you know you're just gonna hear this for the first time. Let me tell you, oh, if you're a leader and you have not been using it, and I will tell you, take this gift. Can you write gift if you're looking forward into receiving this gift? Do you want a gift? Okay, because I do feel like, you know, like having, like, yes, we're empowered and we have got the direction of what we're supposed to go and head and all that. But I want us to be able to start doing something now, you know, like now, as in immediately. And personally, yesterday when I was sharing the fears, I did share with you one of my fears that I had as a leader. Okay. And I will tell you, as a leader, that really held me low for way too long. For way too long. I mean, the fear of not believing in myself as a leader. And a leader, you know, it doesn't, you don't have to be a manager and above. A leader can be anybody that has got even one person in the team or two people. I don't mean self-leadership. I mean, you have a leader and you have a team to lead. You understand? You know, like getting to know, what am I going to tell my team? How am I going to initiate activities? How am I going to follow up? You know, because we need, after this meeting and the training and the skills that we have got and the fire that we have got, we need to go and sit down with our teams and give them something that we can be able to start with. So if you're also part of my team, then I need you to take this, because I'm speaking to you right now. Okay. So this is going to help you to be able to get to know what you need to do. And it's literally what, and also our leaders just shared this and said, your first $1,000, I mean, that could be in any currency, you can translate that is coming from work, you know? You make money from your 4cc, from your 5cc, you make money from, you know, 10cc's, you know, probably, you know, even becoming a manager and all that, but that is from work. And then your first $100,000 will come from skills. You have to be able to increase your skills, you know, getting to work on yourself more as you're working on the business. But for you to get to the, like, being a top achiever, like literally a top achiever, you need to have a system. So we're going to have the one that Scout has offered to us, but I had a system that has been working for us, because and how this one came to came to pass is when I was sitting on my dining table eating, and I was thinking, how do I get to track everybody? How do I get to know what everybody is doing? And the worry about us in forever, with the fact that we are full-time, or sorry, we are our own bosses, that you don't have anybody to tell you what to do. As much as we do a lot of trainings, but then people are still, when we wake up in the morning, people don't have to-do lists. People don't know what to do on that particular day. They know they need to prospect, but they don't have a direction. And so I kind of like created a system that honestly it has been a game changer. And so this is the manual that I created. Unfortunately, they are nowhere to be, like they're all like, like they're finished. Okay. It's called Become Unstoppable Productivity Manual. So it's not gonna, like, it's just, I'm gonna offer these 2 pages. Okay, 2 pages in this manual, because it's a whole manual. These 2 pages, I'm going to share that in the managers groups. And so if you have got a manager, if you know me, you can ask for it. It's a bit cut here, but it's a direction of, or rather initiation of activities. And once you have it and your team has it, you know exactly, as this is my to-do list for today. Here is how many calls are you going to call? And you don't have to follow 10 people. If you don't have the time to do it, that's okay. It depends with your goals, but you need to do this with consistency. So you can say, I'm going to text 5 people. But the idea here is to make that you are making an appointment, the contacting. This is the contacting. How many numbers are you going to call? And if you're listening to me and you're a top achiever, let me tell you, I want that GLT, I want it. And so small things, we have to go back to the basics. Small things like this is what brings the difference. Because one of the reasons why we are stuck, I mean, we don't get to achieve as much, someone is doing 300 or 400, but maybe we could do 700 cc's, is because we are caught in the management trap. I've got a big team, so I need to run the team. But in actual sense, this gives you a guide of what you personally need to do it. So this is your calls. This is how many numbers are you collecting that day. We know all these things, just that I've put it in a piece of paper. Okay. Customers contacted today, team follow-ups, people that you need to contact on that day. And remember, you need to initiate activities every single day with our teams. And then follow-ups from the prospect, people that are already spoken to, but you want to be able to follow up on them, getting to know, when are they starting the business? And then people have shared the business opportunity to the videos that you're going to share. People that you're going to be attending on Zoom meeting, they've actually attended. People that you're going to meet on one-to-ones, the group meetings, the product launches, you're going to be writing them here. And then one other confusion that I personally had that used to, really, like, not like it was a challenge, is you have a diary, but then someone is telling you that I'm going to join on the 28th, but comes 28th, you have forgotten that someone said they're going to join on the 28th. Someone said, I'm going to join on the 15th. You forgot. So this is a page where you're going to write to a pipeline list. The name, the phone number, date of encounter, and the date of follow-up. You're going to have all of your prospects in one paper. It is as simple as this. But I will tell you, as our leader said, when you're creating your goal for total cc's, for example, or in a month, and to accumulate to how many you're going to do. And I love one more thing. He said, how many CC? 1,500 case credits is equal to 4 CC in a day. Ego manager is equal to 2 case credits in a day. That simple formula, I heard it today. I never heard it before. It's as simple as that. But I will tell you, something as simple as this will bring you that into reality. From 300 cc to 3,000 cc's, you need to have some sort of way to track your activities, not just the cc's, not just who are going to be chairman's bonus qualifiers, tracking the activities from as many people in the business. Can you imagine if you have got 50 people in your team that are actually following up this? Can you imagine the amount of productivity you're going to have? That is why I thought it's a gift. I'm offering it to you. You take it, you don't. We don't babysit, but I know it has been working. Like last month alone, we had about 5 Kaplan qualifiers. It was incredible. We have put quite a number of 100 CCs qualifying the team. And I just want to thank everybody in my team, the leaders that we are working together. I just want to appreciate you. And let's do it more. And now everybody is welcome to use this system. I don't know, is it something that, you're gonna use? Can you write number 10 if you're gonna use this? If you want it in your inbox, if you want it for your team, it is as simple as this, but I know it will be a game changer for you. But one more thing is, after getting that, of course, you need to take action now. If you're going to be calling 10 names every single day, then you need to have that. For me, when I want to restart my business, I always write a new list. That is what I do. I write a new list. As I have got list, like a contact book, but I will still write a list. And I'll tell you, the minute you're going to be writing these 20 names tonight, yesterday, we finished the meeting and we were like, oh my God, that is the state of mind we were yesterday. And we needed it to be told it on our faces that we need to stop the bullshit. Now, today is a different way of finishing. And today is the day that we finish very calm, And so we need to sit down and do something today. And I'm going to ask you tonight, go write that 20 names. Even if you've been in the business for way too long, when you go on your phone right now, you will find it will excite you. This activity excites you to take action and go fill in your productivity manual. Okay. When you're writing the list, going through your contact list, you're going to be realizing there's so many people that are collected numbers that I did not call. There's so many people that they say they're going to join and you never followed up on them. Most of us are failing on follow-up. When you go and do this activity, you're gonna realize how much potential of recruitment you have right now. So then expand it to 100 names within 2 days, and expand it to 200 names within 5 days, and then 500 names by end of this month. Guys, are we gonna do this? Can we do this? Can you write 99 if you're gonna do this activity? You can do the 500 names anytime. Can you write 500 if you're gonna do this activity? But you see, the secret into success in our network marketing business and in our forever business is not doing it alone. It's being able to do with someone else. And I learned there's one leader in forever that he's called Coach Pepe. He was interviewed by I shared that. What's the name of the social media guru? Someone remind me. I have even watched his video today. Fraser Brooks. So Coach Pepe was interviewed by Fraser Brooks, and he shared his system. I'm also okay. That's another gift I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna share that video. So I'm gonna share that interview, because from that interview he mentioned something that we did, and I think we're gonna do it again. Leaders in my team, let's do the boot camp. He does boot camps with his team. Okay, he does 2 weeks boot camps. And in those 2 weeks, it's intensive boot camps with few people that they want to go somewhere together. I want you to understand, I want you to learn that. And this year is the year where we're daring things and we're trying things that people have done it and they have been working for them. Like Coach Pepe is also a 5K qualifier. He's a diamond sapphire. So why not? Because something that we can be able to do it. And so this name list is going to help us into making sure that we're implementing as many activities as possible with as many people as possible. Jane Leach, our upline, she said she can't work with people that don't have contact lists. So if you're new and you're very new in the business, one thing that I'm going to ask you is, for you, it is actually even crucial. If you want to restart, everybody wants to restart. Can we do this activity? I've already started because I've already been sharing this training with my team. The goal for January, can we at least give ourselves a goal? I know there's 4CC, there's 5CC, but we've been talking a lot about recruitment. And our leader said, don't look at where your CCs, if you're looking at the tracking your business, actually I was saying that and then I cut it off. When you're creating your goal, don't look at your CCs. Look at your CCs the past 3 months, because there is where your business is. But still there's a growth. There's an opportunity for you to grow. And he also mentioned the importance of recruiting massively within a short period of time, because that is what is if you are now doing 5 and you're going to recruit massively, that means you're going to be doing 15 very soon. You're going to be doing 20 very soon. Counter did 28 people, recruited 28 people and ended with 300 CCs, but that momentum made her be a 3,000 achiever 10 times the next year. So let's not look at what, because when our leader Enos was speaking, I went into my system. I'm like, I looked at what I did last year in January, and I was amazed at how much I've ended as total CCs end of the year. And so things will change, but this recruitment goal is crucial. So I've written 2, 5, 10, 20, depending with where you are right now and how much you believe in yourself. There's someone that is just starting the business. You can say, I'm going to recruit 2 people. You start there. And then you start increasing from there. If you're already like Tangi is a top recruiter, Tangi, don't go for 5, go for 10 or 20. I know Tobeka, there's a day, she's a diamond manager, has been attending this training 2 consecutive days as a diamond manager. And I remember she told me there's a day she used, like, that was some years back, I think 3 or 4 years back, when I was just moving South Africa. I had a talk with her, and she shared with me that she was recruiting over 10 people, 15 people in a month. You know, I mean, this number is possible, guys. So what is your number? Can you write to a number of people that you're going to recruit by end of this month? Can you write it? Can you write? We want to see that. Sponsors and uplines, go in the chat right now. Get to see what your team is saying there. Are you going to recruit 2 people? You're going to recruit 10 people? You're going to say something that you know you're going to do it and make it non-negotiable. One of the words that ran in my head and I was telling my team every time is non-negotiable. When you set your goal, it has to be a non-negotiable goal. Don't say it because you're going to write on the chart there. Write it because you're going to say, you know what, I'm going to commit into learning more. I'm going to commit into filling my productivity manual. And I'm going to commit into making sure that I'm making it happen. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to finish by saying this is the ultimate goal, at least for now. That was our ultimate goal in the business last year. This year is chairman's bonus. But the direction to the ego manager is obviously, direction to the chairman's bonus is ego manager. And ego manager, our leaders already shared with us, you need 2 CCs in a day for a whole year to become an ego manager. Can you imagine 2 CC? Like, can you imagine how simple that is? The power of ego manager is just like, that is the stability. It's the business. People are asking like, how can I, you know, I think there are new people asking how they can be able to will their business, you know? And I will tell you, want to will an ego manager business. You want to will a chairman's bonus business. You understand? An ego manager is giving you like, you know, like whoever that is running for ego manager, usually they're making double the bonus. You know, most people that are qualifying for ego manager, they are usually closing chairman's bonus checks as well. The bonus is amazing. The stability, the momentum is just amazing. And so this kickstarts. The goal is recruitment so that we can be able to build massive teams, so that we can be going for ego manager. Ego manager is starting May to 30th of April every year. And we have put 4 months until we start the next ego manager. If you're going for ego manager now, please close it. If you're not, and maybe you're new, then become a manager before May. Because I will tell you, it is possible. There's a lady called Tia in my team. She started the business this year in March. I mean, last year in March, on the 26th of March. She became a manager and she's closing ego manager now. Can you imagine? She started the business 2 months before the ego manager 2024. And she's already closing her ego manager way before time. So this ego manager is a goal that everybody can be able to do it. The qualifications are, 1, become a recognized manager. So when are you becoming a manager? And if you can become an ego manager, so if you can become a manager before April starts, then get to manager before April. So that we can, when we're starting ego manager in May, you're already a manager. You need to be leadership bonus qualified. That's only 12 CC within you and your whole team. You come to understand that if you're new, but I believe you do understand that. You know, if you've been in the business for some time, but well, you might not be understanding even if you've been in the business for some time, but don't worry, you know, that these are things are beyond manager. So if you're a manager and you have got managers in your team and you have not done manager orientation, manager and beyond orientation, I recommend that you also go do that. And another thing is you need to do 720 CC, and our leaders already said, simplified it, 2 people in a day, 2 CCs in a day. Simple as that, guys. That's a minimum of like 60 CC in a month. And these are total CC, even you and your whole team. And then of these 720 CCs, they have to be new CCs. New CCs, the people that have been in the business within a year and they're not managers yet. Okay. So those are new CCs, at least 100. And then within the year of qualification, ego manager from May this year to next year, April, you just need to have 2 supervisors in your downline. That's it. These are the ego manager qualifications. And I will tell you, I'm not even going to go here. I hope that Forever is going to give an opportunity again for soaring and above to just have a new manager. But I mean, why not develop the ego managers in your team according to your level? I want Sapphire manager this year. That's what I'm praying for. That is one of my solid big goals, including every other goal. And I'll tell you, it's sort of satisfying having as many ego managers in your team. And so let's go do it. I'm going to end with this statement that from Dr. Elizabeth. She said, how will it feel if you will be going through the same challenges with your family 1 year or 5 years from now? I've added 1 year because honestly, there's so much potential to be able to achieve massively and get extraordinary results this year. So how will it feel that you have attended the Kickstart 2025 and you're still gonna end the year the way you're starting right now? Like honestly, like why? So we don't have a reason, ladies and gentlemen. We need to measure our families have given an opportunity. I've actually locked myself. You know, my husband is waiting for me. You know, I don't know what my kids are doing. Probably they're already sleeping without me right now because I'm here with you. You as well, it's the same case. You had to be somewhere. These are the sacrifices we do, and we'll keep on doing the sacrifices. So why would you just end up with 4cc in a month? I mean, if that's your goal, then that's okay. But I mean, you have the potential to be able to grow. But why not you? And why not now? By saying that, I just want to tell you that you're unstoppable. This is a word. I mean, for me, it's an affirmation. Unstoppable is my affirmation. Every time I'm hearing that song, you know, I'm unstoppable. That one is an affirmation that we have got what we need within us and we can be able to achieve what we want to achieve. So why not you? Why not me? And why not now? Ladies and gentlemen, that takes us to the end of the Kickstart 2025. And I just want to thank you. I want to thank everybody and every speaker that have given their hearts into sharing with us to empower us tonight. And I know with that, we're going to be unstoppable. We're going to rock this 2025 by the grace of God. And everybody that has attended to the end, we are the finishers. You know, our leader said, you have to finish things. You finished up to the end. And I just want to wish you great success for 2025. Bye-bye, everybody. Let's go do the activities and the 10 goals, 20 names before we go to sleep. I have a message that you can be able to send tonight. I'll share it in my team and with the other managers that are here that have their numbers. And let's do the work that you're supposed to do. Thank you all very much. You have a lovely, lovely evening, but I wish you great success in 2025. Now, we had 2 speakers, unfortunately, that were supposed to speak and they couldn't do it. But so far, it has been amazing. And I hope you have found value in it. And regardless of that, I mean, God has a way of making sure that everything goes in place. And so thank you very much. And you have a lovely evening. Bye-bye, everybody. Let me acknowledge Leader Emmanuel from Burundi. Hi, Emmanuel. Hi, Emmanuel from Burundi. I can see you there. Enos, are they in the office? Is Burundi in the office? I see they're strategizing there. Leader Enos, you are the host. Can you please end the meeting? Naona mko bado.